All right, guys, and welcome. Dope Check episode 87. The boys are officially back, and the CDL is back as well. We have a ton of online matches to come, but we've had a banger weekend of games. Lots of interesting storylines emerging. Some teams that might need to blow it up right about now. Only 10 teams get to go to Birmingham at the end of the next month, and there's certain teams that if they don't make any changes, they might not even be getting on the plane. Boys, it is good to be back. Don's tree in the background is gone. The issue with the lighting at the back has been resolved over the last 60 seconds. It's a good day to be back, Don.
It's a good day to be back. I'm glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a lot to talk about. Someone asked me about fitness, so I'll just give a little update. I'm bulking, doing a little 8-week bulk. I've been fucking eating so much food, and it's been great. Just had some in and out.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm shooting for I still gotta be smart. I haven't been smart the past few days, but I'm gonna shoot for 3K cows. But I gotta hit 350 car. I gotta hit specific stuff, so I can't just be sloppy. I'm not trying to get fat. But yeah, that's I'm just having some fun right now, enjoying some food. You know, a little bit of vodka. Not today though, not today, but a little bit of vodka, you know. But yeah, you know, I'm eating, bro. I'm eating, I'm happy. I feel nice and plump, nice and strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go.
You been eating, Trey? Little bulk? 8-week bulk?
Yeah, well, you know me, mate. Fucking fitness demon over here. Dirty bulking every single fucking day. You know, there's a couple of scones here, a couple of scones there.
Couple of scones. Oh.
Yeah. Well,
wow, moving crazy.
Listen. You know, some whipped cream and jam scones and some cheese and
scones,
yeah. You know.
Oh yeah.
I've been tucking them pretty consistently because you know someone keeps making them, i.e. my mother. You know, respectfully, you know, no, I've just been putting on weight. This is bad. It's bad. It's bad. I can't stop. There's always something to eat, and I do need to stop because I was looking good before Dallas. Now, you know, I'm feeling a little plump. But it's cool. It's cool. I got a month till Birmingham, because me and Rab got to get some good fit pics. You know, got to get some good looks in. Don's gonna be there too. Hey, Don, you gonna be there?
Possibly. I mean, they said the budget's zero. Yeah, I was saying so.
The budget's zero for now.
Yeah, the budget's zero for now, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, Don's gonna be there. You know. And yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. You know, had some good matches, kind of. We watched a new C9 play. That was riveting. It was fun. And yeah, you know, got a lot of COD to talk about, and I'm excited to talk about it with you fine gentlemen.
Absolutely, gentlemen. Let's dive straight into the show. Big thanks to Ogato and Prizepicks supporting the content. If you guys want to get involved, the links will be down in the description box below. As always, obviously more matches coming up this weekend. The Winter Olympics is on. If you guys want to have a look, breakingpoint.gg. Breakingpoint.gg, that's the code. Use code BreakingPoint. Claim $50 on a lineup with your first $5 lineup, all that good stuff. Talk about that more later on the show. Just quickly, Don, because we did mention it before the show got underway. Earlier today, the Bush Boys came out with an owners meeting. They sat down with Austin. There was 5,000 live viewers on this owners meeting. That the Unshaven gang, they wanted to know what's going on. It's a big development, right? There's been a little bit of a break in challenges. There was some debate as to whether the team was going to stay the same, but the cups are back underway very swiftly, as far as I'm aware. No, the boys are still the same spot. ProLuke decided to stick around because of what the Bush is bringing to them, the content, the socials, the Twitch followers, the subscribers, all that good stuff. But, the budget's still zero. So what's going on there?
The budget's still zero. We were talking about it a little bit, man. I just really think they need to be, I mean, Trey said that he fucks with it, you know, go big or go home, you know, McLaren, you know, Tesla, you know, something crazy, LV. I think we could take a little prize pick, a little something just to get the boys going, you know.
Wusses.
We could just take, but we could just take something.
You got Jersey Jerry, you got Barstool, you've got everything over there, and you want to go little, yeah.
100K? We can get a little honey ball. We can get a little 150 ball. We shooting for $500,000. We shooting for $1 million. Damn, can we get something? Just something?
Shoot for the stars. and land on the moon.
Yeah, okay, nice. I was gonna say I wondered if he was
like,
gonna
what's
finish
going
it.
on?
Yeah.
See,
Sorry,
for me-
my mind went blank for a second.
Yeah, I mean, close
For
enough.
me, bro, like, just I feel like doing the little stuff. I mean, maybe just because like obviously I'm doing this shit. I'm like trying to like hustle by myself, but I'm just in such a hustler mindset. Is like even y'all Breaker Point hooked me up with Prizepicks. Yesterday I done made 200 off a pick. Like that's a cool little 200. Like I'm happy with that. Like I'm grateful for that. That's cool. Like that you know what I'm saying? On top of already streaming, that was cool. Like we could take some little, you could take smaller deals and take advantage of it. That's all I'm saying. You know, you can make it work.
No, we want steak, $500,000.
Yeah, $500,000 bare minimum. But no, I
Bare
get the
minimum.
point, right? Because all right, the top boys at Barstool, they're used to doing these big deals. They want to say, okay, we'll get a big deal cooking, and we're gonna bring that onto the bush. But also, you know, it can be a work in progress. I know that there's talk about, oh well, the CDL, they're gonna pay us to be in the league and all this. Like, okay, look, let's just go step by step. It's okay. We're building some developments, you know, year by year. And if we can maybe, you know, get a little bag in here or there, get the boys flying out first class to Birmingham. Although I will say, if you fly first class to Birmingham, you then land in London, you gotta get a train to Birmingham, which is gonna be delayed. It's gonna kill the vibe. I can't lie, it's gonna kill the vibe. But you know, it's all good.
Listen, I just don't want my knees in the chair, bro.
Yeah,
I'm a big guy.
yeah.
I need some. I need some sort of leg room.
Yeah,
Please,
well,
preferably.
we don't get that luxury over here. You know, I've been having no leg room for years. All right, for years, no leg room for years. So, end of the day, like I said, it's go big or go home. I like the strategy, I really do. Keep it pushing. And if you're starting to go bankrupt, you might have to go a little. You know, shoot for the ceiling, it land on the bed, or whatever, you know, something like that.
Shoot for the ceiling, land on the bed. Probably the first time anyone's ever said that.
Hey, that's a
Probably
good
the
one.
first time those words were.
That is a good one.
It's good. I rate that.
That worked.
Hey, we can make it work. It's good prof.
Absolutely. All right, we'll lock that one in. Jorge with the 20 euros. Cutting, bulking, don't matter. The three of you look great and better than 90% of the league. Sad to see two of my favourite retire, but I'm glad to see Don still grinding. Much love and keep the content coming, boys. Damn. Oh, he's back at it again. What an absolute gentleman. Absolute W.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I mean, we got one bulker in Don. We got two bulker in Trey. I'm like kind of, you know, a little bit of maintainer right now.
You see him.
Yeah, a little bulk, little scone bulk.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the real dirty bulk. Scones and whipped cream.
Oh yeah, Chinese
Sounds
food.
so good,
Wow.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go tuck into one after this show. Actually,
I got two things on my list right now that I gotta hit before I go fully clean. One, I gotta hit some fire pizza because I haven't had like a whole pizza like on some big shit in like a year. Like I'm talking about like killing the whole shit.
You should have been
I gotta
around
kill the whole shit.
Trey's Airbnb in Dallas, bro. Oh my god, I was
Wow.
moving bad.
yo, Rab came round my Airbnb for like some pre-drinks before we went out for like the case-and after party.
Yeah.
What was the name of the spot?
And then
again?
like Zlot or something like that.
Is that last pizza?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Listen, he comes round both nights, Saturday, Sunday, 2 pizzas in hand, bro. One because he got a small one because it's free, and the other one was because it's fucking huge.
Yeah, 18-inch pizza, like you just, you know, nothing
He
special.
devoured that shit. I'm not
gonna
gonna
need
lie.
that, bro.
Yeah, I
need
mean,
that.
I got through a decent chunk. I didn't want to go crazy with it, but like, that shit was good. Actually, it was a really good pizza. Like the crust was just what you wanted. You know what I mean? Like not too deep dish, but just enough to make it work.
I had to put the order in after the show. Yeah.
I mean, like not sponsored or anything, but like that was
Yeah.
that was pretty respectable. Okay, gentlemen. Games this weekend pretty interesting. The first things I want to talk about really are just the fact that we're still playing the same bullshit that we were for the last month and a half. We've still got the same stupid 2-gun meta, which is terrible. Even though there's been changes to the game, they've nerfed these guns. They've buffed other guns. I'm almost certain if the game came out right now, the pros would gravitate towards a different set of weapons. But instead, they're loving... Well, I don't even know if they love it, to be honest, because the pros complain about the Dravak and the M15. But we're still here in the same boat that we were in before. And I don't really know if there's anything we can do about this. It's just kind of frustrating because the maps in Black Ops 7 generally better than we've had, although there's some questions on that. But I think the weapon meta could be better, and it's a bit frustrating to think that it looks like it's going to be locked in. We've seen it multiple times in previous seasons, like Black Ops Cold War, the first stage, they were using the XM4, then it got GA'd, got banned, they changed the meta. Often it happens... Even we talked about it before, the FG42 back in World War II was used for the first couple of months, then it was banned. But this year, it doesn't look like we're seeing that. And I'm still watching the bloody Dravak and the M15, the most dopeless guns of all time. So I know you've been playing a bit of ranked Trey. Like, what are your overall thoughts here?
Well, I just like to announce that I did solo queue to Iridescent once again. And then I realized that I'm not trying to go for top 250 because that includes a lot of passion, and yeah, I just ain't got that. I just ain't got that.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Listen, I said this meta is boring from the get-go. The Dravik shoots like an AR. It shoots at the speed an AR should shoot, and the M15 shoots like a submachine gun. I've never been a fan of like fast firing ARs. Like the ICR on Black Ops 4 was actually perfect. The MV4 on IW was perfect. They just make these guns shoot so fast and have little to no recoil, so the game feels dopeless because there's no actual genuine skill involved in terms of like how you can shoot. Listen, I'm hopping on rank play now. I'm not my best, right? I'm not 2017 me. But you hop on rank play, everyone can shoot straight.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even funny. Back in World War II, when rank play was out then, no one could kill me. And I mean no one. Like, even like the pros of like the Spanish pros. I was even gunning Hydra back then. Yeah, I got a clip. Trick shotted him. You know? Trick shotted him. I didn't realize at the time. But that's what I was doing, you know. And now we got these lifeless, dopeless guns, and I'm running around with this M15, and like it doesn't feel satisfying to shoot and kill someone, you know. So I don't know. It seems to me like the pros don't even like even with the maps and stuff like that. They didn't even test any new maps. We're still playing Colossus. By far one of the worst maps in COD history. Sorry, I know that's the Bush's map.
That's our bread and butter, baby. We need that.
Yeah. But like respectfully, like it's just a boring map to watch. It's a boring map to play. It's just a fuck fest. No one wants to be a part of that. And then, you know, I don't know. It feels like everyone's getting lazy.
Yeah, I mean, you've been saying that all year. I like kind of just like not ignore it, but like it didn't hit me until I started actually playing the game. Like I haven't been playing the game but like you always like the Dravik is like an AR, the M15, like it really like holy shit, like the sub, like for some reason, like whenever I don't play the game, I just use a sub because it's just fun to fucking run around. But like this sub is like it's good, obviously. Like there's been sub players in the league that figure it out and you can like jump at people and do shit like that. But this sub is fucking like it's just this literally it shoots so slow. Like this is not cool. Like this is not cool for this gun to be the main weapon. Like and same with the M15. I mean the M15 is literally a do-it-all zapper. Like this might be probably the worst. Like, and that's the thing. If they added like a slow AR, like how Trey said, maybe it could fix it. But I don't even know. I don't know how it'd be. I don't see how it could compete with these two weapons. Like, they're like shit, but they're OP. Yeah, they wouldn't.
It wouldn't compete. But my point is just like, all right, what's the difference between using these two guns and then using two worse style of the gun? But it just makes more sense, you know, because the fans are complaining, we're complaining, the pros are complaining, So why not just use 2 different guns, albeit they be worse? But like, I don't know, let's just use a DS20 Mirage and the Razor.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
Razor at
what-
least is a proper SMG.
And the DS20 Mirage is
Or
like
like
a
the
decent
NPC
AR.
or
Like
something.
it shoots slow. I don't know. I'm just sick of these metas where like, listen, the Razor is not very good long range. It's not doing what the fucking Dravic's doing long range. That's facts. All right, I've used the gun before.
Oh, we can't be
I
having
just
that
think-
trade. The SMG's got to do it all at every range.
Listen, you know,
That's
it's
the problem, bro.
yeah.
Like, the best CODs, you like every play like for example, the Maddox, right? Technically, yes, there were players, right, who could chow cross map with the Maddox, but like, I'm gonna
That
be
was a very
honest,
select few though.
No,
it
you
was
couldn't
like
really
2 or
do
3
that.
people. Like, yeah, you like the best players back in the old day, the most typical players are players who are playing within a restriction, like Trey with the MV4. He is restricted up close, but he is still finding a way to be the best in his role and dominating. He was probably getting kills up close still. You know what I'm saying? Like players, no players today, like there's no dominating through the restriction. Like think about BO2 Damon. There isn't a restriction. Like think about BO2 Karma. Like, bro, if you try to map someone to MSMC every life, you are going to throw up the bullshit. Like you had to work the map in like a efficient and smart way. Close the distance, run up on the fucking AR player, shoot him in the side. Like we are literally playing with no gun has a restriction. Like no gun has a restriction. The M15 can kill up close, cross map, any range, and so can the Dravic. It literally, this is brain dead.
It's pretty bad looking back at it because I mean you mentioned Infinite Warfare there, right? Like the K bar was similar to the Maddox in some respects. Like you could not chow. The K bar and the Maddox both had this like horizontal recoil that made it difficult to handle long range. So if you tried to chow on NV4, you were going to get ripped unless you were him.
Yeah.
And
unless you were him. Yep.
And even then, like sometimes you had to take the chow because you wanted to, like you really needed to win the gunfight. You had to take the risk, but you're going to lose it more times than not. And that game was just once they fixed the ERAD and they made it not a projectile and it was actually a proper SMG. Like okay, great meta. Black Ops 4, great meta. Even recently, it's been worse, but. Even like Modern Warfare 3, right? No one was really complaining that much. Obviously, the sniper, if that was a thing, it would be better. But at least that was a proper AR, right? Like the MCW was a proper AR. The Rival was a proper SMG. And within reason, not quite how it used to be.
It's better than this one, but you can still do it all.
Yeah. Like the MCW, I'll give you that, was like an AR that you were 9 times out of 10 if the sub hit all of his shots up close, you're probably gonna lose it. But the Rival was still challenging MCW across.
The Rival you could chow cross map. I do think those guns were slightly more difficult to use, like than these two. Like, and the MCW did rip people up close sometimes, but was it not dependent on headshots? Like,
I was
those
gonna say
2 years,
MW2,
MW3 for the ARs, like particularly, it was like very dependent on if you're fucking hitting a headshot in your gunfights. Then yes, that shit was busted. But like, at least the sub like was like a little iron sight shit. Like it was like you kind of had to like there was kind of a skill gap. This Dravic is like I feel like the gap with the Dravic is like people not being stupid and like movement. Like shooting this shit, you could literally shoot this shit with a blindfold. Like,
well, this is why, like, you know, the reason the games are so boring to watch, and like, listen, sometimes you'll have a banger, an absolute banger, an event. Online matches not fun at all. You know, we can all get that out there. Not fun at all to watch. Boring as fuck. You know, all right, there'll be an upset, and then you know, Ravens, you know, go upset people 5 wins in a row, go to LAN, get shit on, whatever like that. But LAN is where it's more exciting. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Watching this meta with the same shitty maps for another major online it's just horrible. You know, something's got to change for the next one, otherwise, you know, we're gonna lose more interest. I also think another thing that kind of like makes these games kind of boring to watch or like less skillful is the Omni movement. Yeah, there's movement, like the movement demons and whatever like that. But like back in the day, you really saw true finesse and how skillful a player was without omni movement. When he got himself in a sticky situation and he got himself out of it, was crazy. Now we're just sliding backwards. Now we're now we're everywhere. And obviously that's not gonna go. Obviously, like, I'm just talking about it, but that's truly what makes it less skillful, in my opinion. That's why motherfuckers are running around on rank play like I'm playing Shotzzy on main stage on a Sunday. Alongside the meta too, where the M15 is a dual gun, the Dravek is a dual gun. Let's be honest, that thing beams across the map if you hit all your shots. I've always said it. I've missed the finesse of a submachine gun being in an AR lane, and just that's the reason he's fucked up. There shouldn't be no way for him to get out unless the AR is just completely blind as fuck and can't hit a shot. I miss those days, because now if a lane's open for a sub and the AR is watching it, 9 times out of 10 he can still gun the AR. World War II, you weren't having that. If you were bunker heady with an STG or a bar and you caught a PPSH running out in the middle of there, oh my god, he's probably getting dropped after the event. What you doing?
Yeah. Why didn't you take a route?
Yeah, like what route was that?
Yeah.
Obviously talking, he's just talking about it and stuff like that. Obviously, we're living in the past with stuff like that, but I'm just strictly talking about like the meta sucks, and like it ain't fun to watch. You don't really see many mistakes on the map because there's a dual gun. Someone's trapped, they can just wall jump, fucking dolphin dive backwards, slide out of it. I just think like the more the games have gone out, the less skillful they've become, and that's why they look more boring, and that's why it seems like there's less interest, because the game is boring to watch and play at that aspect.
I could just never miss like Black Ops 3 when they open in Hardpoint would happen on Fringe, and you'd see like 4 or 5 different guns on the map. If the Shiva wasn't banned, someone would have a Shiva. Someone like the XR2 trait when the M8 was banned. Otherwise, sometimes it'd be M8, sometimes it wouldn't. Sometimes there'd be a Vesper on the map. I mean, I don't know. It ain't the same game. The other point, of course, is on the maps, because this actually pissed me off this week. I never usually get that annoyed and things, can't get the cortisol spiking and all that. But in this case, honestly, the pros, obviously it annoys me a bit that the pros decide, they cry about the maps and then they don't test the new ones. It's like, okay. But also, I do understand that the pros, they know they've got 6 weeks of qualifiers coming up. A lot of the teams took a fair chunk of time off practicing, which I understand because they've got loads of matches coming. By the time a lot of the teams got into practice last weekends, they've only realistically got like 2 days to try and test maps before the league can actually decide if it goes in or not. OpTic did scrim the new map Saki against Gentlemate on like the Tuesday or the Wednesday. Agreed it was good. And of course, not every team is going to agree. Falcons are going to disagree because they want Blackheart to stay in because they're good at Blackheart. That's all they can play. It's like, okay, great. It's fine. We understand that there's politics in play. And yeah, you can blame the pros and be annoyed about that, which I am to an extent. But also the pros have got away with this for years. Last year was the first year the league decided to actually grow a pair of balls and do something. And this year they're not doing it. Now, if I'm a player, of course I want to be listened to. But I don't really understand why Spinner Spence is tweeting out, oh yeah, we're definitely going to consider the new maps. And then when one of them does get practiced and played, and OpTic are like, yeah, this map is actually good, it's better than the whole pool, then we can't do it, apparently. JP says they tried, but it was too late. So it's like, what are we doing here? Is this an absolute clown show?
I mean, listen, I'm sick of seeing generational sub players whipping out the AR-15 like it's still a sub, though.
Yeah, fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, this M15 is being used a lot more than the Dravik at this point. I'm seeing pros run a fucking super fast quick draw class with it. Just frying motherfuckers. You know what's funny, Don? Remember when Octane used to pick up the Sorg and everyone used to laugh because he could not use that gun whatsoever. If there was a Sorg on the floor, Octane made sure never to pick that up, and there was
not
a
even
reason
pick it
for
up.
that. Yeah. Now Octane's fucking using a Dravik main.
Bruh.
So we got I Hesitate in the chat saying the CDL said that they can't get rid of Blackcard or Colossus because effectively the CDL are saying they've got to remove one of the maps which is in all of the game modes. They want to remove something so it's not ubiquitous. But like, why? What if it's shit? Get rid of it. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, if somehow Hijacked got into the map pool or fucking Nuketown, like, oh no, we can't remove Nuketown. It's got to be Scar or Den or something because that's across all the three. Like, it's absolute bullshit. Like, what are we doing here? And yeah, maybe the maps aren't that terrible. I mean, a Squad Wiper says Blackheart is Shipment, Scar is Standoff, Den is Hacienda, Expo is Meltdown, which I don't know about that so much. Oh, I see. You're saying the CDL is brain dead. Yeah, I agree. But like, I just don't get the logic here. Like, we got Spinner Spence saying, yeah, definitely the season 2 maps are going to be considered. And like, what did we do? We did fucking nothing at all. And okay, maybe for the first weekend it wasn't possible, but you're telling me that during last year, Black Ops 6, the first stint, they swapped out, I think it was Rewind Search, whatever it was.
Yep.
They got rid of that.
Yep.
Yeah, they got rid of that mid-stage. So
Yep.
you can't tell me it's not possible to change the map pool for the second weekend if they wanted to. And yeah, it's not the worst I've ever seen, but like, it could be way better. We've got Standoff is in the game if we wanted to play around with it. We've got Meltdown in the game. There's Fringe. There's other maps as well that like Meltdown Search would 100% play better than some of the shit we're currently dealing with.
Yeah, I don't know what's changed with the. You want to say something?
No, you're good. I'm just reading the chat. Rewind hard.
I was gonna say I don't know what's changed. Like, I swear, like, obviously this was ass back in the day, but like whenever like they threw an update at us, like we just had to fucking like deal with it. Like we just had to lock in. Like now it's like they don't want to switch up shit for the competitive integrity. Like they're on the old patch for fucking 2 months.
Yeah.
Like after you know what I'm saying? It's like, god damn, how many like bro, they're like trying to get these guys bro, they make them play on the new shit, bro. They should not be playing on like a 2-month-old patch, and the maps do not need to be guaranteed locked, bro. Like even like World War II, wasn't there like a huge overhaul in the middle of the season? Like, bro, we need shit
They
like
brought in
that
Valkyrie.
because yeah, we're gonna need something like that to happen this year, or this online shit. We're gonna start saying the same shit every week.
Right, remember
Seattle
Advanced
Surge are still
Warfare?
playing.
Like, remember how much shit they brought in Advanced Warfare? Playing fucking Parliament.
Yep.
Right. What was it called? The one with Drift? It wasn't Drift, was it? Like, was it Drift?
Compound.
with the
Compound.
You know, I was playing pub maps.
Yeah, legit. And like, okay, I'm not saying
There was
we
an
should go that
avalanche that came down in one of our matches one time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we gotta go that far, but I'm saying like that was
It refreshed the game.
Yeah, it was part of the game, and also like the good players should be able to adapt to that shit, right? It's like,
Listen, do you really think that AW players wanted to play fucking high rise with double jumping?
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
No, we didn't. They just forced it upon us. But guess what?
Did
It was
OpTic
a
still
fun
win the
effect.
events anyway? Yeah, they did. Like OpTic and
Yeah,
FaZe still won the events. Like,
Yeah.
wasn't some
like,
crazy randomness generator. Like the best team still won. Like who's shocked, right? Like, come on. Yeah, I mean, McGregor, you're
That's
right.
true
They played
too.
a
They
ton
also
more
did play
cards.
4 times more COD, but that's because the game was fun to play. Listen, I give it a month before the pros ain't even playing rank play. It happens all year. It happens every year. Motherfucker, we can't even get the pros to play 8s.
Well, yeah. I think this is part of the reason, right? Like, if they forced some sort of, you know, Swag Magician says in the chat about Slums. Slums is also in the game. I've never been the biggest fan of Slums ever, but I could see, you know, could Slums work for like an overload or something? Maybe. I don't know. Like, and the other thing is, vetoes exist nowadays. Back in the day, there weren't no vetoes really. You just, this is the map pool for winners round 2, and you got to play it. But now, if you bring in Saki as a map, while the pros are scrimming it, they might just veto it for the next week or 2. So who cares?
Veto process and all that, yeah, it takes some skill, but I actually think like the random stuff like that was fun.
I agree, personally. I think
Like-
Vito's
like,
a
But it
cheese.
was cheese. It was cheese.
Yeah, like on a consistency level, like I don't
Yeah.
agree with it, but like it was fun, you know. Like at champs, we played LG, and we literally we got like the random maps. We had our 3 worst maps like ever, like 1, 2, 3, and wow, did we get 3-0?
Yeah, that's cheese. That's cheese, bro.
It is,
I
it is.
don't-
But
Yeah,
it was
that
fun.
is
I would never want it back. I would never want it back, but it was
Yeah.
fun. But like, I feel like the league's got to start enforcing it. I don't know how we're in this situation. Like, yeah, the pros have like some sort, like the pros should have some sort of say, but like, like the pros just seem like it's got lazy to me. Like
What
not
are we
they're
doing
not-
all day?
I've not heard that. You know, I've heard a few teams tested Sake. We watched OpTic play it, but like, I feel like that was because there was an outrage on Twitter about no one playing.
Yeah,
it.
that actually legit was because people were moaning about it for good reason.
I mean, listen, we're in a situation where the games aren't really like that fun anymore, and like the pros are getting paid a lot of money. So I'll be doing the same shit they would be.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Like
I don't blame
you can't tell me we're making 10 times the amount that we were making on World War II, and we're playing 75% less.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah,
Sounds great.
Is that not the realization of things?
Yeah, that's what's
World
happening.
War
Yeah.
II. World War II. I would wake up, grind 6 hours of rank play. Then I'd be in a 6-hour scrim session, and then I'd be in a 6-hour 8 session, all while staying. And then we'd play a league match somewhere in between there, and we would play COD till 5 a.m. Wake up the next day, do the exact same shit.
yeah, no
Pros have
wonder
got an early
you're a big
bedtime
boy.
now. Oh, I was. Oof.
Yeah, but you're right though.
But I'm making 1.5K a month at that point, and I'm like, damn, like,
Passion.
I'm making decent money. I'm making enough to live. I'm getting flown out for free because I'm at org. Everything's blessed. Then you start making the 15 and 20s, and you start playing less.
Yeah.
I mean, we think the kids these days that are like, how much COD do we think the Cloud9 boys are playing? Are they grinding like we used to grind back in? Not we.
Yeah, I
you
mean
know
they're
what
probably grinding.
I don't know.
They're probably grinding like more than some of the pros that are like
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
well. But like,
It still ain't the same
I don't know.
though. Like
It's still
ranks
not
ain't
the
the
same.
same.
It's still not the same as
It's
back
not
in the
as
day.
fun. The
Nah.
maps aren't as good.
this is the thing for me, Don. I feel like we played that much back in the day because the games were harder to play. Like you actually had to be warm and shoot straight and everything like that. Now you can just load up the toy and just fucking beam anyone.
Yeah. That's also true.
You know, I promise you, like Dashy, you know, Black Ops 4 or something like that. He was hopping in a lower, you know, he was playing COD, he was playing 8s and stuff like that. Now he's in rank play and stuff like that, but he knows he can just hop on the toy and just beam. Whereas before you had to put a little bit of effort into it.
I just want to know like what the boys at the CDL are doing all day. Like, what does Spinner Spencer's calendar look like? I'd love to know. Like,
Yeah, he's about to ban us from the venue, bro. Yeah,
no, I mean, okay. I'm just interested.
No, that's a
man.
good
Like,
question. That's a good question.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
he ain't
No,
doing
but
shit.
like, I like.
Them boys playing
I'm
golf.
not being disrespectful. I'm just like, I genuinely
Them boys
want to
playing
know,
golf.
right? Like,
I don't,
vibing.
listen, I don't think it's anything to do with that shit. I just think it's like, I think it's like pro uproar. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if
Yeah.
the league I feel like
Yeah.
if the league fully enforced, like, yo, we're getting rid of this map. We don't give a fuck what you say, and we're putting in this map. Still not giving a fuck what you say.
but that's what
like-
they do in real esports, bro. You think in Counter Strike, anyone
know,
like you
I
think in
know,
Counter Strike
but,
the pros have a say? Valve just says what it is. They give you the map pool for
Nah,
the
listen,
major.
I know, but like, listen,
You
you gotta
get practicing,
understand, like,
buddy.
I use this context all the time, but like when a player's locked in his contract, rightfully so, you're one of the best players in the world and you get locked in your contract, you shouldn't be able to go to Twitter and complain that you're locked up and your org be like, shit, the fans hate us now, we got to get him gone.
I mean, I get that. And like,
You know?
yeah.
Like, that's my point about it, you know? I've been locked up on a team before. What did I do? Went to Twitter.
Damn
You should
right.
be able to do that shit. You
Yeah,
should
well,
be able to do it.
exactly. But it's how it is. So
Do you think if the league were like, right, guys, we're playing Sake. It just came in season 2. Treyarch want us to use it. No questions asked. You think the pros aren't going to go on there and if the map shit, just complain about it and then they get it reverted?
But they shouldn't be able to get it reverted, bro. People are people care too much about their jobs. Like, I personally think, and I'd love to be proven wrong here, I don't think Spence wants to piss off the pros, so he doesn't take a firm. And maybe it's not his decision. I don't know. But like, I'd love to know what's actually going on there behind the scenes, because I feel like last year they were quite firm and they said, "Hey, we're adding this map, we're removing this map." The pros weren't very happy about it, and like maybe that caused a bit of friction. So. But like, okay, it was the better thing to do. So we shouldn't listen to the pros. We know they're biased. So what are we doing, right? Are we going to make a decision that's good for the scene, or are we going to make decisions that's good for our friendships? Like, come on. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but I just, like, isn't this the whole point? We only talk about what these boys do during the stints, because this is when the maps change between the majors, and like, it's come to that time, we've had 2 weeks off and fucking nothing has happened. So what are we doing here, right? Like, what do we do all day? But that is generally my question. I said this on a video. I was like, look, if I was in this role trying to manage this and help grow the scene and create intrigue and make a better product for the viewers to watch, to retain more of the viewers that we have through what's been a good season so far, great storylines, gentlemates making waves, bush gaming and challenges. We've got a lot of new eyes on the scene right now. If it was my job to try and find a way to make a better product, it would either have happened or I would have resigned from my job, because clearly it's impossible. Like I'm being straight up. That's how it would be.
He's getting paid a free bag. He's just.
I know, bro. I know.
Listen, this is the constructive English we need. Listen, fuck all that. If you cold at the game, upgrade the map pool. Y'all do all them pussy ass GAs on guns. Man up. Man, upgrade the map pool and guns. Balance this shit out. I'm tired of 5 maps. Well said.
Well said, brother. Well said.
You, Rob. Absolutely. I like that. We need to start that. That needs to be a copy pasta. I like that. That's great fucking work. Because you're right. You're spitting facts over there, twin.
I mean, the other people are saying, look, what do we even need to remove maps? Can we just add one in, Just throw the new map in. Does it matter if there's 6? Okay, maybe we give the teams an extra veto or something. We add 2 more in. We give the teams an extra couple of vetoes. What does it change, right? Like,
what?
Do something, brother. Do something.
All right. They don't want to remove the maps. Add more maps.
Yeah, put it in. Like,
hey,
Treyarch
what?
are remastering all these good competitive maps. If I'm a Treyarch dev, I've just put my heart and soul into remastering Meltdown, one of the classic COD maps. COD Champs Grand Finals, Black Ops 2, the final map was on Meltdown. I've put blood, sweat, and tears into remaking this map for the new game. Okay, maybe I'm using Claude Opus AI code to help me a little bit, sure, but I'm redesigning the textures, I'm putting it in. I watched Killer win the 1v1 way back in the day to win champs. I'm thinking, wow, I want to get Meltdown back into the pool so we get to see it on the pro stage. I publish it, the devs are happy with it, the league's happy with it, apparently. And then what happens? Fucking nothing happens. We don't play it anyway. Like, what even is the point? It's not in ranked.
I haven't even seen it.
Like, what a piss take, right? Like, it's the same with all these other classic maps.
That map design has probably been fired. They're like, yo, no one's using your map, goat.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are we doing, man?
Yo, he went there and said, yo, Meltdown, we should bring it back. I'll remaster it. They're like, all right, bet, yeah, cool. That sounds fun.
Yeah. We played Colossus? Colossus? Blackheart? Like,
it's like the same guy. It's like the same guy that made that map. What was it? Protocol, and said he based it around Raid.
Yeah.
Listen, he said Protocol was based on Raid. I hope that guy's not working there right now.
Little circle and said that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was played in the Pro League the whole year. It's nothing better.
That map was horrendous.
Yeah. Guess what? Horrendous, like Don said, horrendous.
So bad.
Listen, there's some foul demons that are working over there, giving us this slop. I will say that. Look, I'm still playing the game to this day, so I can't really say too much. I'm part of the problem. I gave him my money. I'll try and give constructive criticism where it's due. I'm not a map designer, but I know how one should be made, especially for competitive. But I feel like the league right now, I feel like the league are a bunch of pussies too. If you want me to be honest with you,
Damn right, Trey.
get yourself in there.
It.
Hey, Daniel, you're being a wuss. You
gotta get the knob out and just put it on the table.
You're not scared of Ocus, are you, Daniel? Get a new map in here.
Yeah.
You're not scared of Nero, are you? Get a new map in here. Who are you scared of?
Like, okay, back in the day when it was the MLG days, who made the calls on the new maps? Like Adam Apicella or like, you know?
Adam AP probably looked at it and said, "Colourful, fuck yeah, get it in there."
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I swear we just tested them though. Like we just
maybe,
we were all just like optimistic because the shit gets boring, bro. Like like if we get a new map, Kenny is on the fucking we were watch party and he's trying to tell me he thinks everyone's already reached their peak besides S&D. He thinks every team has reached their peak in like in Overload. I disagree with him at Overload. I think some teams are still getting better at that, but like in Hardpoint, they're just like, bro, whatever you see right now, that's what you're gonna get from these teams for the rest of the year. And I'm like, that's unfortunate. Like we need some new. Like
to a degree, he's probably right though. Like
he's probably kind of right.
Yeah. I don't even think to a degree. I think teams reach their peak on Hardpoint before Major 1.
Yeah, probably. Yep, probably.
When you're scrimming those maps every single day, and there's no actual intricate way to really play them apart from just someone block,
fucking fly. Yep.
That's all it is. There's nothing intricate about it. Get 2 trophies down. Fuck. You know, and then the next thing, by peak we mean like there's no really new strats. There's nothing else really going on. There's no, you know. To me, this game is very glorified IW in a sense. You know.
Yep. It's a jetpack COD for sure. Kind of like
it's if you guys remember, you know, the start of IW where it was like if you didn't drop a 60 bomb, you were ass. I feel like this is kind of the equivalent. You know, we're watching some big maps, but like the big maps, even people then are still dropping like 35, 40 kills. I feel like the games are just so fast, and that, but by that meaning, that means the players and the teams right now, they've all reached their peak because, you know, they're all just flying around, and if you lose a match, it's just due to gun skill, nothing else really. No one really makes like a long rotation at 40 seconds like they did back in the day to hold a spawn for a full 60. Because guess what? You got 44 chances to break a hill now, so you don't need to. So I do agree with Kenny on that aspect. Like, you know, Overload Don, I do agree with you. I think teams are still trying to figure out how to play that the best way possible. I think that actually has some sort of skill, especially when like there's a ball going in or like going down and you have to rotate to a different side of the map, and the one guy can go take a late pinch that takes 40 seconds, but like, you know, it works out in the end. But yeah, you know, like I said, the game's getting stale and we're only in Major 2. The matches are stale, we're getting Major 2. You know, I feel like the only reason people have dope watching the matches right now is because they got $100 on a prize pick about Abe hitting an under.
Yep. That shit made that shit 10 times better. I had a fucking blast. I was like, Purge's line is a 0.8. If this guy doesn't go positive, I'm gonna fucking tweet. And I had such a blast watching the match. But if I didn't do that, I would have been like, oh, fucking brother, like.
That's why we gotta get new maps in the game right about now.
We need some new fucking maps, bro.
I was looking at some lines and I was like, yo, he's got a 0.8. If you do not drop a fucking 0.81 against this team, wow.
You gotta go. I was gonna start. Hey, these picks. Hey, listen, anyone seeing this, bro? You start scamming my deposit, twin. I'm on ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm talking to be in your DMs. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm
You better be careful. Every with the 5. Apparently, according to Parasite, pros didn't like Meltdown because defense got to the mid-map power position faster. It's like, well, shock. That's how it used to be back in the day. Maybe not to the same extent, but what are we talking about, man? This is the other frustrating thing. They always talk about like, oh, well, we've got to test the maps, right? It's like, well, okay, you test the map, you play it once? You play it once or twice in like 2 scrims? Okay, you might get a feel for it, but like, you're not even scratching the surface of how that map's actually going to be played. It's just, people are so quick to make decisions or like they're so quick to make opinions, and usually their opinions are based on what they want to happen. So it's like, okay, we don't want Blackheart gone, so this map's clearly shit. We've literally spawned in, and as soon as our first death is like, oh, no, nah. Breakup's terrible. Like, fucked us up on this hill or something. What a piss take, man. This is actually one of the only things that properly annoys me, just because I care a lot about the scene trying to grow and improve, and when people just sabotage it, it pisses me off. It's my opinion. Euron also did mention, even before the show started, but I thought I'd mention it just about here before we move on to talk about some of these dogshit teams, that we play Hardpoint, Search, and Overload. Back in the day, in some of the games we mentioned, we used to have 4 game modes, right? So it used to be uplink and capture the flag, and then a Search and Destroy map 5. Personally, I'm in favor of the way that it is now. I like having the 2 hardpoints, the 2 searches, just because I think hardpoint's the best mode. But I do see the logic to say, well, if we had another game mode like we're used to, it might be, you know, there's more going on, right? Like you'd have more of a map pool if there was CTF or something, or like Control was still here. I'm not in favor of that personally, but I see the logic, I guess.
I would hate that personally. I mean, with the games that did happen, like in AW and BO3, I don't know any other ones, but AW BO3, it actually did work out. Like, maybe we're just so young and cracked that, like, I had limitless dope. But, like, if I had to play fucking Hardpoint, Overload, CTF, and Search sometime, I'd be losing my shit, bro. I'd be trying to get off. Yo, can we shot this shit? Can we get off? God damn.
Well, majority of the time, like halfway through Black Ops 3, maybe a little bit before, we didn't even scrim CDF.
Well, then there you go. Another mode that no one plays. People hate playing Search. People don't even want to scrim Search.
Listen. Our mentality with playing CTF was Mark sits at the back of the map and defends the flag, while his 3 cracked ass teammates hopefully get a fucking flag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the whole. Run it down
at that point, I don't want that. I don't want that to be in the map pool at that point.
So you're telling me I've got to scrim 4 or 5 CTF maps, and Mark hasn't moved his left stick in an hour and a half, while I'm sat there sweating my poor soul out, running back and forth to him, like I'm delivering him something. I'm all for. Listen, I loved CTF as a game mode. Don't get it twisted. I'm strictly talking about scrimming it. CTF World War II, fire. CTF AW, fire. CTF Black Ops 3, I thought it was fire. I think you put CTF in this game, not fire. I think Control would be good in this game.
Control actually would be good. It would be good in this game.
Now, I was watching the I'll get your guys' opinions on this, but I was watching the who was it? I was watching Scump's watch party. Shout out Scump, Hex,
shout out Scump.
People. Great people.
He needs the gas.
Congrats on your new baby as well. Scump, pleasure as always. Listen. Overload being a game mode, he doesn't like the fact, or like someone doesn't like the fact how there's like there's once it's over, in terms of like there could be like 3 minutes left. There could be like 3 minutes left, and the team could be 7-0 up. Like there's no comeback there. So you have to. You're telling me you got to watch 3 minutes of just nothing. At least in Control, there was always a win factor.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree, but also like that's just sports, bro. Like
yeah, it is sport. I was thinking like basketball.
It ain't that. It's not that unusual, and it only happens in one of the game modes. It doesn't even happen all the time anyway. And even then, it's usually only like a minute. Okay, the game might be like 6-2. Again, when they were playing Thieves against Ravens, it was like 6-2 or whatever. Like, okay, for probably 3 minutes left, we knew they were going to win. They capped a couple of flags. Like, it is what it is. But sometimes, again, this is why online COD is dog shit, right? Like, on LAN, that actually is fine because you've got the fans of the team in the venue. They're enjoying it. They're loving it. Like they get to soak in the 3 minutes where they know they're gonna win the map, and like that's fine in person. But online, it's just dead because you don't get any of that energy, so it's just boring, right? But like in person, it's a different. I don't know.
Hey, even the Super Bowl that just happened, that shit was over. Like that shit was never a game. Like the whole game, it was just done. Like even going into the fourth quarter of a basketball game, if a team's up 20 going into the fourth, the game's over. Like half the fans are leaving the arena. Like that's just what happens in competition. Like I just feel like that's on the team for getting fucking smoked that hard.
No, you
Like,
are right. I'm strictly talking purely for the COD basis here, of online COD.
yeah, online is bad, yeah, for sure.
Like, you trying to tell me that motherfuckers are gonna watch the rest of the stream for 3 minutes whilst the team, like, it's a guaranteed loss? No, they've probably hopped on YouTube and started brain rotting watching a fucking AI video with Subway Surfers above it.
Yep.
I'm speaking because I do. It's me.
Because I do. It's me. What the hell?
All right. Well,
Whenever the game's over, I just start roasting people.
I mean, that's a good way to be. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's actually a great time.
I mean, listen. I'll be real, guys. If you need a good stream to watch whilst the matches are going on, go tune into Donny Temp. Go tune into Kenny. By far, one of the greatest watches I've had for the last OpTic series.
Great guys.
Listen, Kenny's going rogue now, and it's great.
It's great.
You know, someone came in his chat and said, "Oh, there's no way we choked that." He said, "We." But listen, if you guys dead serious, if you guys want a great watch of the watch parties whilst the matches are going on, where it's never boring, there's always a little roast in there or something like that, go tune into a Donny Champ or Kenny stream whilst that's going on. By far, one of the most fun times I've had watching matches.
That's good gas,
Great
because
time.
you know, Trey, and watching matches, you know, especially these days, shit ain't easy.
Yeah.
Shit ain't easy, Trey.
Yeah,
You know,
not easy.
it ain't easy. But, you know.
W shout out, man. Appreciate
No,
that.
I'm
bro.
watching matches because I get roasted. Trey don't even watch matches.
Nah, of course.
He don't even know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking. All right, goat. Cool.
And then you might miss like a day, and then you watch a day, and you're like, low key, me watching this shit, like, this not even finna change nothing I say. Like, these guys are just awful. Like,
Listen, if OpTic 3-0 someone, I don't need to watch the map to know
You
what
don't need to
happened
watch it,
because
yeah.
we don't analyze plays like the flank or anything like that. We talk about what's going on with the team.
yeah, yep.
I'll look at the KD, see someone's getting shit on for like 4 weeks straight, and be like, all right, listen, this guy clearly ain't fucking cutting it. I don't need to know what plays he's making. I don't need to tell him he's a bad playmaker or anything like that because that's what he's doing. He's a professional player. I'm not hindsighting him.
Yeah.
I hop on, tell you what people need to do, tell you if people need to make a change or whatnot. And yes, I do watch the matches, so don't think I don't.
Absolutely.
I just skip one sometimes because I'm not watching.
I mean, yeah.
And
Surge
listen,
versus
I've
Miami,
got a new guaranteed skip team. The C9.
Ah, no, not the C9, man. Not the Stallions. Not the Stallions.
Listen,
Stallions.
I'm not a busy person by no means. You know, I got a lot of free time in my hands, but I'm not there gonna waste an hour watching that C9 roster.
An hour?
Congratulations. And 30 minutes.
Stallions.
Mitch says, can we talk about what the F is happening at Toronto? Hashtag Free Joe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it because some teams got slammed this week. I did actually see this. I don't know if you've seen this already, Dom, but this is on the Toronto watch party. Joe Deceives came in and he says, Nero is the best online player of all time. The greatest to ever do it. Do we think Nero has any rivals in the great onliner debate?
Yes, I think Blastful,
Racine, up there for sure.
Racine was up there. I think there's a lot. I would have to think, bro. We may have to come. Let's come back to this next show, and I'll make a top 10 because I know for a fact, 10. Bro. There's some fucking war. T fell. I'm not gonna lie. T fell. Okay. He did win a land. He did win a land eventually, but holy fuck, T fell when he first came in. Was a 0.7 on land. This guy was winning every 8 series, every fucking series. I'm like, bro, there's no fucking way, bro. There's a lot, bro. But Nero in the modern era, I got him 4th round. He dropping, bro. Even when they lose, bro, first map, pretty sure he damn near had 40. I didn't think the game was close. This boy, they can't kill him. They can't kill. I'm talking about versus Thieves, by the way. I know they beat Toronto, but
yeah.
he's just, bro. This guy's different.
I would like to also tune in and be a part of the top 10 onliners because I have got some fucking good ones.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we can save that one for next
And listen,
week.
I'm going to put one up now. Not an onliner, but he was fucking unbelievable online. Crim6. He did not fucking die.
No one's going to believe you, but, bro, they were it, bro. Especially, you got to think about the host fuck era, too. Like, bro, I'm going pro in AW, and Formal is host fucking me. He is in California in his mom's crib, wherever he's at. We cannot kill him. I am literally on 100 ping. Like, he is shitting on me on land, but it's like, bro, we used to host fuck each other. Like, this shit, the era we were in was cutthroat.
Advanced Warfare as well has got to be like the worst game for getting host fucked I can remember in my life.
Bro, it was insane, bro. You get Cali host fucked, bro. The odds of you winning that game is like cut in half.
Used to play like the French tray or play some Spanish team, and like you're in hell. You're just in hell on their host.
Yeah, they put their worst player on host.
Yep.
Because it's the furthest away, and he turns into fucking Zeus. It was worse then as well because we had less tick servers.
Yeah. 10
wow.
tick.
Let me tell. I have a clip on Twitch of Porter absolutely fucking violating me online. Listen, I'm not taking away from it. He's one of the greatest players of our generation, of all time.
It's so funny we're calling criminal online. Actually, I love this narrative.
But listen, don't let it fool you. That guy online was something fucking serious. And like Don said, we are from the era where like we didn't have dedicated hosts. We have dedicated servers. So, I don't know. I might hop on and some team, you know, full Spanish team, and he's pulled up with a motor host.
Yeah.
Even now, one last thing, because I remember back in the day, bro, people, this is like a legit argument. If you ask like Clay or like Pac, some of the people who have like been in the scene from like day one, their argument against Pat, because Pat is one of my favorite players, but like obviously. It just even his best game, he hosted on LAN. Like he was host on LAN. Like the whole year, he hosted on LAN every series. So they're like, oh, Pat's best game, he somehow was setting up the lobby every series. Like there was a lot of shit back in the day, bro. There was some cheat. Like on Challengers LAN, the players are hosting now. I'm like, oh shit, hold on. They still got this cheese. They got the cheese right now. They in Challengers, CDC open. We got motherfuckers on host. We got motherfuckers on host. A whole bunch of cheese, man.
I'm not sure.
I remember when I showed up to one of the challenges, and they were like, "Yeah, join me."
Oh, wait. Aren't you the 100th seed? What seed are you?
Join you.
Oh man.
Sorry, sir. I don't think you know you're fucking playing. I've already been hosted. You're joining me, son.
Oh, cry, bro.
Wow, what a time. Well, COD still lives on for sure. We'll talk about some more onliners next week. But we did have some teams getting slammed. These are your current CDL standings. LA Thieves are top in the standings in Stage 2 so far after a 2-0 weekend. They played a couple of nice teams. They played Surge. I wasn't gonna do that. Like, I mean, you know, Surge not the best. Yeah. Surge.
Rab, don't do that.
What?
Don't do that no more. They played a couple of good teams.
He was blatantly sarcastic, bro.
Yeah.
Rab,
yeah, a couple of nice
yeah, but
teams.
you know our viewers. They can be like, yo. They might take that with a pinch of salt. Be like, yo, Surge actually don't look too bad. Surge, they might be worse than C9.
Yeah, Surge are down there for sure. Little Neum debut, got the job done. It was a bit sloppy, but, you know, game one I actually thought they lost. I looked away and I looked back and I realised they'd won, which is kind of a joke. And then Surge just rolled over and died, but, you know, all good. And then they played Ravens the day after that, and they actually looked more competent in this one. Obviously, they'd beaten them on LAN. They 3-0 slammed them there. No, Exceed, my online king, 0.58.
Yeah.
Burger King, he's back.
Not good.
Yo, are you guys in the chat?
I think coast is clear. Coast is clear,
Is
bro.
this clear?
Oh,
The coast
that's
is
right.
clear.
That's right. They lost, so they're not in the
Yeah,
chat
the coast is
bragging
clear,
about
I think.
it.
I
They're not in
see.
the chat bragging about their ping split. That's right. My bad. Shit.
My bad, man.
Well,
I mean, look,
Burger
Nero's
King
still
might be back.
cooking. Nero's still cooking.
Nero was cooking.
Yeah, this is what he does. Most Danny
To
in
comment
the
on this series, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. This series, I mean, we don't need to spend any time on it. If this was like at an event, we could have spent time on it. But I watched this series with my coach eye. I like dice, or not the Ravens, Ravens.
one?
These I'm talking about the Surge. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Surge one.
yeah.
The Surge one, like the only things I want to say, just because I already said it, and we were cooking the fuck out of them on the flank. Like the series was actually very close. They choked a 100-point lead, or not 100-point lead, 238 to 180. Because I mean the play that Gwen made, he was at new and then just said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna lose the game," and then he just decided to hit P1 scrap on Scar and just throw his life away. Like the shit that Surge did was to me absolutely unacceptable, and the only reason why I want to even talk about it is just because, like, even Gwen at the end, like he didn't even hit the hill. Like, I feel like if this was like, if I was in their situation, motherfuckers would be on my ass. Like, they're just so horseshit, and we don't even like the personalities or the aura from the team that, like, people are just like, oh, it's the Surge. They suck. Let's not talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Which is fair. That is completely fair. But it's like they legit won map 2. They choked a 238 to 180 lead. That's a 2-0 lead. Then map 4, they blatantly started kill whoring and didn't even try to win the game anymore. But I think if you're up 2-0 in the series, do you still blatantly kill whore and try to lose? Probably not. Like, damn, we low-key hooping today. But that's my problem with the Surge. I don't know who to blame, the coach, the team, the Gwen. Gwen didn't hit the hill. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But, like, I don't know. To me, this was one of the series where it's like, this is why people don't want to watch the games. This is why Pat doesn't like that. This series was abomination. Like, these guys are clearly not trying to win. And we have to get orgs out the league that are not trying to win. Like, or so whoever it is to blame for the team not trying to win, like, we have to get them gone.
I mean, listen, respectfully, it's on a lot of the players too. You know, I'm gonna say it as clear as it is. Octane went on a big rant about this team.
Mm-hmm.
This team's fucking dog shit. I truly believe there's not one player on this team that's trying to win. I just think
Teach is trying to win, and I know they're gonna say it's friendship.
I mean, I'm just saying,
Teach is legitimately trying to win.
I don't know. Teach being an old head in that instance, I believe he is too. But as a collective 4, I don't think they get on every day and scrim to get better as a team and win. I think they hop on every day and scrim so they can get fucking paid and not dropped. That's what I think.
100%. That's true.
I think they're okay. I don't think they're hopping off every single day thinking, man, like, we should have done this better instead of this better instead of this better. You watch them play, the only reason they lose so much is individual plays, not team plays, because they don't know how to play together as a team. They don't care about winning. They're just spawning in the spawning.
But now put 38, bro. You need 12 points. 12.
Yeah.
Just rotate.
Rotate, sit in the fucking hill. Guess what? No, I'm not doing that, fam. Nah. What?
Hey,
I might die twice and get a Burger King card. Nah,
you don't want that.
Lion man ain't doing that to me this weekend. No, not that.
I'd rather become top 12 and get kicked out of the league. Bet.
It's just so unfortunate.
I know I feel like I'm being harsh. But like, that's just truly the way I feel when it comes down to some of these teams. Nothing to do with the players in that aspect. I just feel like they know they're not a good team, so now they're just playing for themselves. That's what I feel.
That is what I felt. Yeah, I was about to say the same shit. That is, to me, is what is unfortunate, because if you play the whole team play for themselves, they're gonna all perform worse. Like, that is what is like what sucks. Because I've been on a broken team and I've seen it happen. It was actually harder to play. It was like, man, we might as well just low key play for the win, and then whoever does good. We might fuck around and win a goddamn series at that point. Like the game legit looked like that. It looked like they all started playing for themselves, and then now everyone's gonna go even more negative. Like Teach has the highest KD on the team. Like, just look, I didn't even know that. That's really bad.
Actually. Luna's is.
Lunars? Okay, Lunar. Oh, yeah, Lunars.
Yeah.
Lunars, then Teach. Gwen has a 0.9 and Abe has a 0.8. Mind you, they're just so collectively shit that you can't even tell who's good because Abe in the match was their best player. But then when he went to the LAN, I'm pretty sure he had a 0.4 or some crazy shit.
Yeah, he threw up the horse.
You know what I'm saying? But in the match, he was fucking. Yeah. He was actually hooping.
Yeah.
And then he got a streak, and they forgot he forgot he got a streak. He didn't call it in till he was down 100 points. What the fuck? Next thing you know, it's 190 to 90. Oh shit, boys! I got this streak 5 hills ago. I'm finna let that bit rip. Like what? We lost. It's over. Like what?
Hey. 3 teammates dead. Yo, boys, I'm fucking ripping this cruise.
Yeah. Let me get a little 2-piece for that.
Yo, 3-piece? Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Boys, where are we? Oh, you're all.
Oh.
Yo, I got 3 though.
Yeah. Where are my boys? You know what I mean?
They say, listen, I think if all 4 of these collectively fucking just sat down in a room for a good fucking 6 hours and tried to, just fucking locked in. Because I know for a fact after a loss, these guys all headsets off back to the bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
There's no shot that sat there, all
See
sat there on the... Yeah, that's what I feel like, because they feel like it's already over.
Yeah, we'll just say we'll collect the paycheck for another 6 months and then we'll be booped out of the league.
All 4 of these sat down and was like, right, listen, we need to fucking start playing better as a team, get the coach involved. We need to start playing better as a team. One of us might have a fucking stinker a series, and that's fine. Yep. As long as we all go in there with a collective of we're trying to win together and lose together, whatever someone says, we go in there, we do this, we do that. Right now, that mini-map is fucking horrid to watch.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Because when you add respectfully on it, the amount of disrespect you've just shown for the last 15 minutes.
That's all null and void now, yeah. Yep. No, we're just a nice little respectful segment. It's
W respect.
W respectful segment, but they're gonna blow that shit up. But look, it is unfortunate that I don't know, man. Like the Gwyn fall off. That's what people are talking about because Gwyn's so much rookie of the year. Gwyn rookie of the year in his first year, Modern Warfare 3. Then last year was all right, but certainly didn't take a step forward. Obviously, the team environment determines a lot, but like, come on, right? Got to give me something. Like, Legend's looking pretty good out of all this. I know he dropped to 0.7, but he's left the team and they're better. Like, yeah, ever since Gwyn rolled his eyes when Legend got shit on, that was the moment. Anyway, at least Teach popped a nice ace in the search, so a little highlight.
Can you get a goddamn camera?
Yeah, what is this, bro? Even Cloud9 has got a camera. I don't think TJ's had a camera for the last 3 years. Something's going on.
Yeah,
there.
I actually don't. Yeah, you actually can never see this guy.
I already know TJ is getting shipped cameras left, right, rhubarb, and he says they're all broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yo, guys, yo.
Yeah, I was on the work. What's going on, bro?
Bro, yo, Spence. I don't know what it is with these guys, but they just keep sending me they keep sending me broken ones. Every time I plug it in, it don't work. I promise you.
Gwyn was never good. Yeah, go on.
You can't tell me Hyde's been in the league for one fucking match, and I see him crystal clear like a fucking like I'm there in person. And TJ's been in the league 17 years, and he's not had his webcam on once. And the one time he did, he was in pitch black.
That is true. If he gets it to work, we're not gonna be able to see him either.
Oh yeah.
It was like, bro.
And I already know. I already know TJ. Like they're gonna be like, "Yo, TJ, we can't see you can put light on." Nah, light's broke.
I actually respect. He's just boycotting online cards. You know. I respect that, Tej. Not an online COD fan. We'll see. We'll see you on LAN. We can actually see him on LAN, so it is what it is. What do you even do if you're Surge? Do we care? You know what I mean?
No, this team is done. I mean, they literally didn't play for the win in the middle of the match. Once you're that, I mean, once you start doing shit like that, that's like Paris Legion shit. And the crazy shit is like the shit I seen them do we were legitimately that bad. Like we actually like tried. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't do no shit like that. Like literally not even try to hit the hill. Like we were just that awful. You know what I'm saying? Like I think my team, my fucking 4-win team, played for the win harder than this team. It's about, I mean, that's not a bad comparison. Shit, we got top 8 at the first event. So did they. And they looked like shit online. We looked like shit online too. Like,
going band
these
for
guys
band.
are fucking Paris Legion from Van. Like, what the fuck? But like, we would hit the hill, like for sure. Like that, the shit I seen them do was just insane. This team's done, respectfully. The whole squad.
Yeah.
Gwen didn't hit the, Gwen's good, but he didn't hit the hill. Like, what we got going on?
So, Surge, 0-1. What were you going to say, Chad?
Yeah. I was going to say they've been calling him Gwinternet for a while, but
They
I ain't
have.
even seeing it this year.
That's a good point, yeah. He left that in 2025. The team, though, right at the bottom of the league, bar none, is Toronto Koi. They got 0-6 again this week. They're currently on a 7-series loss streak, the worst in the history of the franchise. They're getting slapped around. FaZe 3-0'd them just a day after they got 3-0'd themselves by Heretics, which is quite the series. But also they got 3-0'd the day before by Exceed. And that's an Exceed that continues to get bodied a couple of days later. So it couldn't really have been any... I know, to be fair, Nero had a 1.6 this series is what it is. But it couldn't have been a much worse weekend for Toronto, really. They lost to a FaZe team that had just been 3-0'd. They lost to a Ravens team that just got 3-0'd the next day, and they lost both of those series 3-0. So their map form is horrific. Joe Deceives KD is falling off a cliff, probably because he's lost full, would be my explanation. He had like a 0.7 and a 0.8 this weekend. I think mentally he's compromised. He did a tweet, it was like banging his head against a telephone pole or something. So... yeah, it ain't looking great. I would be pretty shocked if they turn up next weekend with the same roster. It's interesting because usually Toronto don't like collapse mid-season like this. Usually they're always competitive enough. But yeah, it's been pretty brutal. They gave Rael the pay buff for what he was on Heretics, and it's obviously not worked out. So, you know, what is it time to go? Do we make a one-man move? Do we make a two-man move? Like, who do we bring in? There's talk about Kips. That's probably going to happen at this point because Huntsman aren't scrimming with him. Yeah, Don, like, thoughts on this team?
They need a two-man move. And last year, I was extremely critical of Insight. I actually don't think Insight is a bigger issue than Riyadh currently, but they're both issues. I mean... it just kind of, this is the game where the slow AR, like the slow AR shit is just so bad. Like, it's just not the game. And maybe next year, bro, Insight is a very good traditional AR player. Maybe next year we go back to a slower paced game. They say it's like Modern Warfare 2. I think Insight might get a career, second win, resurgence or whatever next year. But this game, I mean, bro. And then they announced a fake role swap. Like, apparently they announced the role swap. Mind you, the roster's the same. They tweeted out we're switching roles, and apparently they got shit on so bad in scrims that they just ninja switched back. So next thing you know, I'm on Blackheart, I'm watching Toronto, and I'm like, why does Toby have an AR again?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? These motherfuckers made a fake role swap.
You know it's cooked at that point.
Yeah, you know it's cooked. I mean, Joe started playing like the team is broke. The team is completely broken, and I mean, even for Joe, if I was in this situation, I would have been toxic way before. So the fact that he finally hit his breaking point, no pun intended, is like I don't even blame him, bro. I mean, this team is just. I thought Riyadh was good last year. I mean, clearly, I feel like the Miami team. Obviously, we're not gonna spend too much time talking about them right now, but. They just have a different way of looking at shit compared to most teams, and I feel like probably stepping out of it. I know people think Rencor should be the next hot free agent for next year. Certain people you need to stick together, bro. Like Yuli and Nagafin and Facino and all of them. You take those guys and put them on other teams, they were not the greatest. But together, they made grand finals at champs. You know what I'm saying? Like certain like combinations of people just make sense, and clearly this is what happened. I think Riyadh, I mean, obviously he kind of betrayed his Spanish boys, but like if he got back on their team, he would find success. He's not just fucking horrible and he's never gonna get a kill again. It's just this Riyadh is not it. Insight, I don't think Insight is the biggest problem. If I could only get rid of one, I would get rid of Riyadh respectfully and keep Insight. Just because, you know, we can say what we want, but this guy is a champion. He knows what to do. I'm not gonna expect him to get nervous. It just sucks that this game doesn't fit his play style at all. He's too slow. He's just too slow. He's not cracked. You know, and I know that's a dumbass criticism, but it's the truth. Yeah, this team, Kips, talking about Kips, I think Kips got some aura to him. He got some grit. I think he's a raw player. He's gonna have to like learn how to play efficiently and effectively and make the right plays and all that, blah blah blah. But if there's a kid I would take a risk on in challengers, it would be him. I think he was the best on his team, honestly. I think Kips is really good. So I think them snatching him up was a fucking great play. I think he's on the team. They were playing, him and Joe were playing ranked play for like 12 hours straight.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think Kips is on the squad. I think they'll get better with Kips. If they get Kips for Riyadh, they'll get better and maybe kind of get into that solid position where they're fighting for top 4. Maybe fighting for top, because this, bro, I mean, when you have Joe and Kleenex, you should at least be top 5, top 4. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They have great parts of this team. Like, I'm a huge fan of Kleenex. Like, but he has a fucking assault rifle out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much all I had to say. Like, this.
All right. Listen. We've got to put Kleenex back on the fucking sub, man. I can't do this no more. Kleenex was a top 5 sub ever since he's been in the league. Anyone disagree?
Yeah,
no.
On average,
no disagreements, and that comes from fans. That comes from everyone. This guy is a top 5 sub in the game. Imagine him and Joe Deceives running around together. Holy shit. I think that would be one of the best.
And they were fucking
I think
good.
that would be. I think that would be the best sub duo in the
year.
league. No bullshit. Joe Deceives has been fucking phenomenal. Kleenex, when he had a sub out, started off 12-2. Unfortunately, I said this on our Friday show, Saturday show, Don, like for the pre-show. You weren't here, but I literally said the same thing as you. Real, unfortunately, is like in a situation where he just joined in a team where he's just uncomfortable. He's always going to be comfortable with his Spanish boys. He would find success if they, you know, if he stayed on Heretics, he would have been perfectly fine because that's where he's most comfortable. Speaking Spanish with the guys, knowing what they're doing every single time. There's no uncomfortability there. You join a team, you have to move away, all that type of stuff. It just ain't working. Kleenex on an AR. Listen, Kleenex can do it all. I'm not saying Kleenex is a bad player with an AR or anything like that, but he is just a million times better with a goddamn sub. Yeah. And it's just facts. They found their most success on that organization with Kleenex on a sub. Why change that? You know, that's why I do credit Pred for saying, no, I ain't changing my role just because, you know, the team's in a shit way. He needs to go back to what he does best. Like Pred said, I'm a world champion sub. Why the fuck would I change? Kleenex is Kleenex is an event winner sub. You know, I'm not saying he's a world champion because he hasn't, but he was a top 5 sub when he was a top 5 sub when he done it. You know, there's situations where sometimes you do have to change on, but respectfully for him, he needs to go back to get to his best. Toronto a 7-loss streak. That should not be happening when you have a team like that. Insight, yeah, I know there's been some things talk about him. He does play slow, whatever like that. But I truly believe if they got a different AR for Kleenex, and
he will play better.
He would just get back to what he was doing before. They need a slower AR than Kleenex, but a faster AR and Insight, and they'll be perfectly fine. But I need to see Joe Deceives and Kleenex run around like a sub duo because I genuinely believe this team would be so much better. And it's so unfortunate that Real can't run an AR. Because I know they've tried it, and like it just doesn't work out. So unfortunately, like Real is the odd man out. But a 7-loss spree, your owners tweeted out saying it's unacceptable. Like something's gonna change. And one thing about Toronto is I know the organization loves to make a good decision for the players. You know, if they're not happy, you're kind of fucked. So if I was the coaches and I was the players and I was Kleenex, I would be saying, let me get back on a sub. We either drop Real or put him on an AR, but like I need to run the sub. Like this is unacceptable. So that's what I would do.
I think they just got to try and capitalize on having Joe Deceives while they got him, you know, because it's just painful for the Toronto fans that they've been through the last couple of years. They've lost a lot of key names. Scrap, of course, being the big one, really. Okay, he was probably eventually going to go anyway. It's probably going to be the same thing with Joe Deceives, but yeah, you gotta take advantage of it while you've got these quality players in your team, because it can't always be like that, especially if you're not spending crazy money. Like I think Toronto have done well with the teams that they formed, really. Given they were paying money, but you know they're based up in Toronto. It's not ideal in terms of like I don't know taxes, and the players probably generally prefer to be in Dallas. It's not like it's bad by any means. You know, Toronto's amazing, but also it's one of those where it's going to be difficult to attract like best to the best talent. So the concern for Toronto is like, if it doesn't work out this year, I don't know where they're going to be in the years to come, because they try to be pretty sensible with the players they sign. Like their talent pipeline has been immense. They tend to pick good players. It's been proven through their academy prospects. Even the decision to sign Mercules, because at the time we didn't really know how good that kid was going to be. Obviously, in hindsight, it looks like a no-brainer to pick him up as the sub, but it wasn't clear-cut at the time. So I do back Toronto to pick up Kips and for him to do a good job, but it's like, if you don't take advantage of Joe Deceives while you got him, then he ain't staying around too long, so that is what it is.
I think they're in a weird situation too, because after this year they're gonna lose some players.
Yeah.
You know, the enticing thing about Toronto is you have Joe Deceives there. What happens when he goes? And it's like you said, Rab, like, you know, they're very sensible with money over there. So they ain't just gonna go out and buy a superstar. They've never gone out and done that. Their whole premise was, you know, pick up players, you know, build a gritty team pretty much. You know, they've still had Insight and Kleenex since Insight first joined the team. And since Kleenex first, you know, they've not gone to different teams. There's rumors that they were going to go to different teams like in the off season, but they've always stuck together. So this might be the breaking point. Like Don said, excuse the pun, obviously, but like they need to turn this around, or like you're going to lose your Kleenexes. You're going to lose your Joe Deceives, because there's no enticement to go to Toronto in terms of like you said, Rab. Like, would you rather go make $250,000 on Toronto or $250,000 on a different team that lives in Dallas? You know.
Well, yeah.
What really entices players is the money and the salary and the team. But if you ain't got the team to back the salary, then like, you know, it's what it is.
What we doing?
Yeah, some people are gonna say that they should just sell Joe right now while they got the chance, but like, they probably could do that and get some money for him. But I just feel like it's not in their best interest as an organization.
Realistically,
to do that.
Who's gonna buy that though?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's not enough options on the market like table right now to make it compelling enough.
We've got C9 throwing up $24,000 a year. We got Surge throwing up the horse shit. OpTic are good. FaZe are good. Atlanta are good. LA Thieves, they're happy with where they're sitting at with Neum right now. Who in their right mind that's not in the top 4 right now is gonna sit there and be like, yeah, sure, let me spend $400,000 on Joe Deceives? Yeah,
it's like only Falcons.
There's only 2 teams that will truly be able to afford him too. Like, without, like, and like deep down, are they really gonna do that? Probably not when he goes for free.
Yep.
Well, exactly.
They're just gonna offer him the bag in the offseason and skip the buyout.
They would rather skip the buyout, offer him an extra 100,000 more to entice him to come play for their team, and he's gonna sit there and take it and be happy because, you know, he's not on the Toronto team anymore. Because like we said before in the Saturday show, there was no like Joe Deceives wanted to go
someone knocked
to
on my door. 1 second.
Yeah, no, you're good. Joe Deceives wanted to go to a different team in the offseason. You know, I'm pretty sure it's FaZe.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you know, if Falcons really wanted to put up the money, but like, who are Falcons realistically going to get rid of? Kismet? No, he's their AR player. They're going to get rid of Exnid? No, he's their poster boy. Are they gonna get rid of Cell? No. Are they gonna get rid of Pred? No. So like Falcons ain't gonna buy him.
Yeah,
'Cause you ain't
certainly
gonna-
not. Yeah, not like, and
You ain't
obviously
gonna-
every
you ain't-
day that goes past, the less money you're gonna get from.
Yeah, for sure. And you ain't gonna sit there and buy Joe Deceives and whack him on an AR because what's the point in that? If I see that, I'm gonna cause an uproar. You know. It's just a situation where Toronto are in a difficult one because it's not like the org doesn't care about winning. Like there's some orgs that just don't give a flying fuck. But this org actually cares about winning and the public opinion of the teams and stuff like that. So like they were going to want to change this ASAP, and obviously the players are going to want to change it too.
The other team worthy of note, Falcons, they got beat by Boston. Come on, the boys did it. They got a win. I think you called it, Don, didn't you? I think you were the only one to call.
Yeah, he was
Boston
the only one that called it. Yeah.
I saw.
I don't even remember when I saw that. I don't remember even doing that.
All right,
So
well,
W.
Yeah, there we go.
me.
There you go. W.
You know what I'm saying?
I was tempted, but also I thought I actually thought it would go 5 and Boston would bottle it, but instead it was kind of the other way around. The Falcons bottled it. They bottled the overload pretty bad. Nasty clutches a 1v1, kind of a 1v2, but basically a 1v1 against Cell, I think it was, to take the overload. And then it was Cammy who took over to game 4. So it's the absolute classic Cammy Boston performance where Cammy's on the verge of getting dropped. I mean, I don't know how many times I've got to say this, but it's the same shit again. Like, I wish he could be more consistent, but like, everyone's saying, oh, it could be time for Cammy, and then he turns up and he has a monster series. I don't know why he can't do it every series.
Right.
Not like it was a
That was the
monster
issue.
series, but like
That was the issue with him and Awakening on the Boston team. One of them would fry, and the other one would throw up the horse shit. No one would do it together. You know, that was the issue. And now, you know, you're threatened to drop someone, and Cammy's just fucking Cold War Cammy again.
Yeah, he's back. It's like it's actually such a classic from him.
Now listen, I will say one thing. I did see an absolute stink fest from the Falcons on that S&D though when he was trapped in tunnel.
Yeah.
And Xnid thought he was a fucking superhuman and tried fucking flying in there and killing him.
I don't remember that.
I can't remember what round it was. I remember speaking to Cell about it, and he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck going on." You know.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad one to lose that map.
It's one of those split decision ones, Don, where it's like, "Why have you done that?"
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You know, you try to you want to be in the headlines.
Yeah. The only thing I remember from game 2 was Cammy's line was low. He had to get 6 kills in the search, and I was just fucking praying he got 6. And then next thing you know, he ended up with 12, and I was just so fucking happy. I was so enlightened, bro. I was so enlightened, bro. Shout out to Cam.
Yeah,
I was worried too because he kept
done
playing.
it again.
He was playing some bogus ass area. Like I think we was just watching top mid every round. But I was like, damn, they got him on the bullshit area, bro. Fuck. That's why his line is literally fucking 5 kills. But he took over.
Took over.
Purge too.
Yeah.
Basing off y'all point too, Purge as well. Purge was
Purge had a big map 3 to be. I mean, he made a big play and then he kind of threw it, but then he had a pretty good time. Not bad.
Purge had the best series he's had in about a year and a half.
Yep.
Since goddamn what was it, BO6 champs.
There you go.
Hey, listen, it's all fine and dandy until they throw up the horse shit and they're back to being dropped. You know.
Yeah.
But they live to fight another day, Boston. They get a win on the board.
They fucking do.
They really do live to fight another day. But I think it's pretty rough for the Falcons, right? Like, because Falcons to lose this one, their recent run of form now looks pretty bad. They've now lost 4 out of their last 5, include the LAN. Obviously, they lost to Paris as well, which is expected, but still, it doesn't feel like they were on a nice trajectory where they were seemingly improving every single series. That's definitely stalled out. And it doesn't feel like everything is perfect in that camp. I mean, we saw the video that was doing the rounds of Pred and Exnid having that chat after they lost to OpTic at the major. I mean, like, what do we think about that clip, actually? Because I know that Pred was getting a lot of praise for his, like, maturity and helping X and all this. And I do kind of get that logic, but also I don't think it was... I I don't know. The whole dynamic of it didn't seem ideal to me, especially when Clay's like sitting there next to him, not saying anything. But do you know what I mean?
You go ahead, Trey. You go ahead.
I mean, listen, the way he spoke to him was perfect in terms of like a teammate aspect. The only thing I didn't like about it was he didn't look at him once.
Yeah,
right? That's the only thing I didn't like about it. But like, he's so locked in on watching everything like that. So I'm not. I just think it was funny that like for the whole minute of him just being like, you know, going crazy at him, like telling him what he needs to do better as a teammate and, you know, what needs to listen more, you know, it's just him just staring straight while Exnid's like trying to look at him to try and gather some sort of fucking like eye contact, and Pred's not looked at him once. That's the only thing that I found funny about it. I saw a lot of mixed opinions on it. People saying like, you know, Pred's talking to him crazy, or like, you know, Pred's being a good teammate. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think Exnid took it pretty well as well, and considering like, you know, no one likes to be told they're doing the wrong thing, especially as a professional player at that level. No one likes to be told by someone else that's doing the same job as them and the same role and everything like that you've done something wrong. So taking constructive criticism like that, I mean, Don, we spoke about it in the show before. You know, there's a lot of soft-ass gamers these days.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Exnid could have come up with an excuse, and then what a lot of players tend to do these days is they'll bring up a mistake that someone else has made in the argument of,
well, you did this, so
you know, Pret, you know, taking it like this, Pret could be like, yo, you need to call out better, your comms aren't great and everything like that, and fucking Exnid, you know, some players these days, like, you know, Exnid could have hit Pred back with, yeah, but you fucked up this play on P2, which then done this and then done this. Like, that's what a lot of people do, and that's when things start spiraling out of control, and that's when it doesn't get productive. So, you know, I do think Pred spoke to him in a good manner. Speaking of Exnid though, on this team, his S&D is not very good. You know, I know we're looking at this one right now. You know, he went 8-8 or whatever like that. But you know, quite frankly, this Falcons S&D team as an S&D team is horrid. They're not a very good S&D team. I like the fact they're gritty and respawn. You know, you can never count them out, but their S&D is horrible. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing in it. Their arrows kind of look lost, and I think comms is a big factor in S&D, and I feel like this team is like lacking in the comms department when it comes down to that. You can tell by some of the plays, some of the 1v2s they lose and stuff like that. Like, you know, it's not great. Once they fix that, hopefully they'll be good. But, you know, I've said it since day one. Kiz, 99 Kiz, already said he's not feeling comfortable in the AI. He's not said he's found his flow yet. I truly believe you put Kiz back to a sub. You know, do they got to drop Exnid just to get back to, you know, Kiz being great? I feel like Kiz on this game would truly help AG too, just running around like he did for Hydra and just, you know, doing the dirty stuff that Pred wouldn't do. But, you know, what do I know? I'm not a GM. I'm not the coach. I don't know what's going on under there. I'm not calling for anyone to be dropped. I just feel like there's a lot of players in the league right now who are getting, you know, kind of being stopped to go their full potential just to benefit someone else, which I don't really feel like is a good mentality.
Dean Hollyoak says it with the 5 GBP. Easy change of Falcons, put Kiz back on the sub. He doesn't like the AR, and bam, 99 Kiz is back. Your thoughts, Don?
This team's in a weird situation because I like Exnid. I do feel like Kiz actually ran a sub. Like he's maybe trying to force it more.
They're trying to play
in
the
that
fucking
series.
rapid maps.
Yeah, the map. Like, they're trying to play the sub maps. I can tell. This team, at least for me, it reminds me of like when I was playing with Nolson, and when we first started playing with him, we were just playing, and it just like we were actually really good. But then it was like once I realized, like because I was like, we were good, like just I was like, well, I don't even know this guy. Let's just see what happens. And once I realized, oh shit, like we actually have potential, I like tried to like start like trying to like fix things and like talk over things and, you know, treat him like a real teammate and like get more intense. And I feel like we regressed when I did that. And I feel like this team, you know, they looked really good online before the major. They ran into OpTic on the major. They were fucking nervous as shit. They finished top 8. And they probably realized, damn, like maybe we actually can become a top team. And now I think they're in this period where it's going to make or break them. They're either going to go two ways. They're gonna figure it out by like actually nailing down and harping on things and just understand it, which I think that has like the lowest odds. I don't think that's gonna work for this team. These guys don't seem like the most high IQ team of all time. Or they're just gonna go back and just say, hey, fuck it. Let's just try to go back to doing what we were doing before. Play free, play loose. If we fucking make it far, we make it far. If we don't, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's kind of what they did at first. I mean, we were thinking like, is they just playing for a check? Do they even care? And then they impressed us a little bit. They surprised us a little bit. We're like, oh, okay, they're actually winning some fucking games. They're actually, and to be fair, I think that's probably how the people viewed it that are on the team themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they're probably like, oh shit,
wait,
we just went nice. 5-2. Yeah, we might be nice. And then you start trying to get good, and then the practice is way more serious. People are becoming emo. They don't like how Trey said, you don't want to hear all these fucking mistakes. Ah, fuck, I fucked up again. Damn, it's my map. I fucked up the last 7 maps, and I'm the only one getting spoken to. You know what I'm saying? So that's
you might as well say to the coach, yo, you might as well drop me, bro, because I know no one want me on the team.
Yeah,
now.
Like what the fuck? Every map is my fault. So I know, and that happens to a lot of playmakers. Like when I team with Zuma, bro, Zuma was the one we talked to the most because he made the most plays. So if you make the most play, like Shotzzy, oh my God, Shotzzy the other day. I know I'm fucking everywhere, but like
this is good.
He was doing some dumb ass shit. He was forcing so hard. He was like 70 and 105. He just ran at the other team the whole series. You know what I'm saying? So players like that, like you gotta either like Shotzzy, you probably don't want to be over hyper critical of him. You kind of just gotta let him throw up the bullshit, and then when he decides not to, then you win. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how you got to approach certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but also I get it, right? If you're going to go through every mistake on the map, a higher percentage of them are going to be from Shotzzy, from Xnid, from Zuma.
From Xnid, yes. Right? Like, yes. That's just how it like plays out. And it is annoying. It is annoying. Like Zuma, he would get annoyed because he's like, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you guys keep fucking talking about me every fucking map? But it's like Lamar's camping on the heady. I'm camping on the heady. You're the only one playing. You're the only one playing the game, buddy. Like it has to be you that you gotta do the right shit. Like, so I think that's what this team is going through, and we'll see how they respond. Me personally, and every time I've been in this situation, it's been very hard to like figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard because like I don't know what to do. You don't really know what to do. It's like it's either going to work or you're going to need a change because you're seeing the frustration after every map. AG's like fucking praying. He's like biting his finger. Like they're fucking putting all their hands are behind their head. Like every map they like, you could tell they're like trying to like, they like think they were close and now they're like frustrated. They just need to either ease up and chill, which is, I mean, it's easier said than done. I think it's actually a tough spot to be in. Because, like, either way you go, it seems fucking trolly. It's like, we got to care less. You know what I'm saying? Or, we just got to figure it out. Like, there's not a definitive way to, like, break this little rut that they're in.
I mean, listen, I will say.
So, good luck to them.
I will say that, like, you know, we did, at the start, we did say, like, yo, do these really care if they lose? They're making bank.
Yep. Yeah.
But, you know, after speaking with Sel for the last, like, I spoke with Sel for, like, the last week or so. And after his loss yesterday, he came in there. Listen, that kid was fucking like he was angry. He was so mad. You know, he was so mad. Not at his team or anything like that, but even at himself.
Yeah.
He said he lost 2 1v1s and he fucking, you know, like no matter how much these guys are getting paid, they want to win.
Yeah. Yep.
And
which is
like
good.
Said, it's frustrating that the fact is they don't know how to do it, in my opinion. Like, they're just in a weird situation. Xnid, you know, like I said, I don't think he's a playmaker in S&D. Yeah, he's just dying. He's not the bomb planter either.
Yeah, so that's what's confusing about the numbers. He's actually number 48 in the league. Let me have a look at the
He's just dying for the love of the game. You know, it's love of the game. And Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I'm not harping on about it. I think Exnid's a good player. I just think their S&D is really what's holding them back, like, exponentially. And, yeah, I just think that they need to sort their S&D out pretty fast, and it's very hard. It's probably one of the hardest game modes to figure out, in my opinion.
So the only players behind Exnid in the Search and Destroy KD rankings are Hyde and Encourage, who have played one map, Legend, who's out of the league, Slasher, who's retired, Mac, who got dropped, Gwyn, Tanet, and a Hook, surprisingly enough. But Hook is at least a bomb planter, so at least I give him that.
Hey, you got 21 plants. That's tip.
Yeah, so, not the case for Exnid. I think, look, Falcons, obviously they want to keep the Saudi thing, and there's good logic to that, because a Saudi team just won at the Cup. They took down a Bush in the finals. It is what it is, Don. I don't want to say it again, but it is what it is. And they obviously got some talent over there in that region. The Falcons have given them some belief, some opportunity to make the run. They've got both their academy teams. They've still got King Abodi kicking around. They've got some Saudi players that are promising. So, I get the logic to say, look, it makes sense now. Looking from the outside, you can see the vision for Falcons actually having a Saudi player on their roster. Is Exnid the right one? Good question. There is a logic to say, well, this QK kid, he's been frying. Cloud9 wanted him. There was other interest from other teams. Thieves, I think, were considering him instead of Neon when they were making that call. But he's chilling for now. He wants a better opportunity. Okay, if you're going to keep the Saudi thing, maybe you say, all right, Kiz to the sub. QK comes in as the AR. Do you still have maybe the leadership that you want? Possibly not. But also, yeah, Ahanaf says it in the chat here, right? Move Kiz to the sub, pick up QK. It's an option. It's something to consider. It ticks some of the boxes. It keeps the Saudi thing. But I don't know. Is that what it's all about, Trey, do you think? Or is Exnid just that guy?
I mean, he's clearly not the best fucking player in the league, is he?
Well, it says 48th here to me, so.
Hey, but
Well, I mean,
you know what I'm saying. They're not keeping him because he's fucking absolutely tucking everyone.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah. That's what I'm getting at.
I mean, listen, I'll be as respectful as I can, but he's not a terrible player, but he's not exactly making everyone fucking rage quit and alt F4 the game like some other players are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could be replaced. Listen, do I think Kismet is better on a sub than Exnid is? Yes. Do I think that they need to make a change to get better and make more players comfortable other than the situation they're in now? Yes. Kismet is a world champion at the role he's played. Get him back to that. That's the reason you've picked him up. And not once in my life have I ever thought, I want Kismet running my AR.
Yeah.
And even he himself said he's not happy with it. He said it on stream.
Yeah, he said it once and he's never said it again because once you put it out there, you're gonna get dropped.
Yeah, well.
he probably deleted VOD.
Ken said Exnid got aura in Saudi. They say Ken said he was Bieber in Saudi, bro. That means he's just him. Bro.
That's what I mean. I
feel like you put any Saudi player on this fucking team,
he's the Saudi scump, bro.
Yeah, but right now he's him. He's the Saudi scump. They love him, bro. He's getting 600 viewers playing Resident Evil.
Nah, he is him. He is him. He is him. But I need him to get a fucking kill in SND.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah, it's a good point, Jay.
Listen, because he's playing with 3 world champions that have just started 0-2 in Major 2. And I'm not blaming him at all. I'm just saying, how long is this going to go on for before we hear an uproar from the players about they need to make a change? Now, it could be Kismet getting dropped because he's not comfortable in AI. It could be Exnid getting dropped because, of other things. It could even be Cell getting dropped because he's getting paid too much money and, they're not winning.
Cell getting dropped.
I don't know. But all I know is this team is the highest paid team in the league and they ain't getting the results right now.
Yeah.
And I know these Saudi guys that are running the show, they ain't going to be happy with that.
Nah.
Let's be honest.
Nah, absolutely not. I mean, people talking about kicks in the chat, but it's
no, we're not doing that again.
Brother, we're not running that back, man. He went
I
home.
Also don't think, listen, I also don't think Kicks would accept to come back either after what happened before.
No, he dropped to 1.19 and dipped out. He's got one of the highest KDs ever. I'm trying to ruin that. Ruin my legacy.
That's his aura. That's his aura farm, that is.
Yeah, look, if I go to stats here, player leaderboards, right? Filter by KD. If I filter by last season, Black Ops 6, top player, Kicks, 1.19. Ahead of Celium. There he is.
He's him.
He's him. I mean, you got to retire on that. Look at that, 1.19 KD last year. Best of everyone. Higher than Cell, higher than Hydra, higher than Scrap. Okay, he may have had a couple hundred kills, but that's not the point, you know. The point is number 1 BP rankings over like 3-4 series. So, yeah, is what it is. They are a team to watch, that is for sure right now, because they're on a downward spiral. Some other teams, obviously Cloud9, I think we've got to talk a little bit about them while we're at the bottom of the standings. It could have been worse, is all I'll say. It definitely could have been worse. They gave it a decent go game 1. Game 2 was probably less said about that, the better. And game 3, they were leading for a good couple of minutes, and then they just bottled it hard at the end.
I got these guys. Go ahead, Trey.
So yeah, let me bring up a scoreboard, Trey. What do we think about Nezra, Hyde, Encourage, and Okis? That's the one.
Come on, brother. I can't roast these guys.
No?
Okay, good.
I can't roast these guys. It is truly not their fault, realistically.
Yeah. I respect it, man.
It's not their fault. It's 4 guys that got picked up to a team that couldn't get any other players by these teams that wanted to sign these guys. So all I want to say is congratulations, Godspeed. Whatever you do this season, make sure, you know, I hope there's a career for you guys after this in terms of Call of Duty career. I hope you guys didn't play bad, let's be honest. You guys didn't play terrible. You kept it close. G2, you know, I saw Mamba tweet out saying that like it didn't feel like it felt weird playing that series, and I can see why. But end of the day, I don't think anyone played terrible. You know, Nezra coming out with a 1. Just Godspeed, keep it up. I hope you guys really do enjoy your time doing what you do.
I actually love that. I mean, what do you think, Don? Because I know you were saying earlier about when you're on a team, it ain't looking good. It's Paris Legion. You know you're at the bottom of the standings. Cloud9, respectfully, they probably ain't getting on that flight to Birmingham. So Cloud9 get to save a couple racks, not having to fly them out there. So I'm sure they'll be happy with that. But you were saying earlier that look, the team, because the theory would be encourage, play for the Lion Man card, right? Like you get picked up next year. But maybe look, if they just deliver as a team, then they're going to be in a better spot than trying to do a Gwinternet.
Yes, 100%. I think there was some moments that looked a little, but I don't know. It's too early for me to know if they're like doing it in moments because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, which that's what it is as of now.
Yeah,
because respectfully, like I'm actually like not proud of the way they played, but like they played better than I thought they would because I mean. Like, let's be realistic, guys. Like, Challenger, like, even my team, right? Like, we're the best team in NA Challengers, and we play pro teams, and they make us look stupid sometimes. So, like, the overall, like, in-game IQ in Challengers is low. You know what I'm saying? And these guys were top 16, top 24 in Challengers. Okis got 16th, and Courage got 24th. Don't even know Nedra. Nedra might have not even went to the event.
Yeah,
and he looked good. He looked solid.
Yeah,
he looked very solid.
People were saying he was talented, to be fair, before he came in. So,
listen, what I will say is before we get into Touch Gaming's $50, because we do appreciate that. Listen, someone put it in the chat, and they are right. Listen, we need all 11 teams, and this is no disrespect to the 4 players on Cloud9, but we need every other team, the 11 teams, to go absolutely fucking crazy on these guys. I need to see 3-0s left, right, rhubarb, just so Jack Etienne can be like, right, guys, we might need to get Cloud9 out of the league. This isn't good enough. I feel like that's the only way we can really do it. We're gonna have to bully him out.
Yeah, I don't, I would like to, I wish the players the best, but I am also preying on the downfall of the org. So it's a difficult one. It is a difficult one.
It's nothing to do with the players. Like I said, it's nothing to do with players. They've been put in a weird situation. You know what I'm saying, Don? Like, the 4 players haven't played with each other before. They've just been all whacked in the cord together and said, all right, guys, you want to play in the league? Bet. Here you go. Lowest of the low. Take this. Done and dusted. Nothing against the players. I just think we've got to get orgs like Cloud9, who are a reputable org in that sense. But I feel like we need to get orgs out of here that ain't trying to win or ain't trying to, like, at least give players $50,000 a year. I think that's despicable. What are you even doing here? You're not going to make your skin sales. You're not going to make this. You're not going to make that. And maybe Cloud9, even if Cloud9 did make it to Birmingham, Cloud9 might be like, it might not even pay for that flight, to save some bucks.
They're not gonna make it.
Someone else can go.
Listen, this team needs to set smart goals. That's what they be saying in fitness. Just win one series. I think any series that you win, you have the power of Paris Legion, the breakthrough. If you win a series versus the other team, someone's getting dropped. You might impress their coach. You know what I'm saying? Be like, damn, this motherfucker deleted our whole team off the league. We gotta drop this motherfucker. We might pick up Nedra in like 7 months. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I was just thinking, I'm like, these guys are essentially a top 36 team in the world. They got top 24 in challengers, and there's 12 pro teams that are most of them just off pure practice. Yeah, most of them are better than every challengers team. You know what I'm saying? But like, besides Rock would slam these guys. Like the team that beat us in finals, like they would slam for sure. They be getting, you know what I'm saying? Rock by the C9 spot. I know they got money. They all put up Louis V luggage. They put a Louis V head to toe.
And they delivered, bro. Like that's tippable, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's tippable.
These guys are a top 36 team. The fact that like they were getting kills to me was like, damn, okay. Because like we wouldn't even scrim these guys. Like if these guys asked us for a scrim, we would not respond. There's no fucking way. I'm just being honest. I'm just telling you that's how down bad they were. So the fact that they were even like shooting is like, okay, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? At least I don't even blame the players. Do y'all thing. Hopefully one of y'all stand out. In the first match, it was Nedra. Let's see if it continues. You know what I'm saying? It could just be a one match. Maybe next match it's fucking Ocus.
Hey, and I saw a lot of people tweeting about Nedra, and I know the other 3 players are going, nah, this ain't happening.
Nah, not next series, brother.
Nedra.
Next series, you better watch out, Nedra. Nedra,
Nedra,
I'm baiting you.
Yo, Nedra, flying for me, go.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you ain't dropping a 1.06 again. I'm not having that.
Yeah. Yo, Nedra, I think maybe take the bomb this round. I got a strap.
We've been talking to the team while she went here, and like, bro, you gotta slow it down a little bit, bro. Like, whatever you were doing in that game, like, we know you dropped the 1.06, but like, bro, Ocus couldn't buy one, bro, because like the pacing was like crazy. Yeah. And listen, I think all 4 of these players, they gotta come together. Like they're fighting demons over there.
Yeah.
It's not. Listen, it's only gonna get harder.
It's gonna get harder.
And I promise you, Surge are looking at this team thinking, "Yo, we got the C9 coin. We might have a free win." But listen, let me tell you,
Surge played them 6th of March.
Excited. I am so excited for the C9 Surge game. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, I will be watching that one. Popcorn.
I think that one might. I might be locked in there with a McDonald's and a bit of popcorn.
Yeah. This is their run. Cloud9 next up, they play the Falcons. God, that could be a career ender, couldn't it?
Hang on a minute. Am I seeing Falcons, OpTic, Paris, Heretics?
Yeah, it's a rough.
Yeah, it's a rough.
It's a tough run.
Yo, they're about to go 0 and goddamn whatever until they play the Surge, and then
they play
the Surge are gonna handle them pretty bad, bro. Not gonna lie to you.
My concern about this team is because I know they look good in that first series, but like I think it will get worse before it gets better. Just on some level, even if it does get better, it's like with with Thieves when the first series weren't great, but then they got going. My concern always is about these type of teams is that, yeah, they can get close, but we saw it in the Game 3 overload. It was 2-2, and then they just bottled it. Like, they have no dog. And if they do get to a Game 5, like, I mean, imagine they go up 5-2 Game 5. You trust them to close it out? Like, no way,
Nah.
right? So,
Nah.
so like, it's gonna be a long work in progress, I think, for them to get their series win. I mean, Dane's right in the chat. Like, they've got to be search merchants. They got to be grinding more search than anyone. Like, try and pull up a Nesla or something. I don't know. We'll see,
bro. I think they get one win. I just don't think it's gonna be. I know Surge is the one you would say, but like, I think it's gonna be just a random, like, you just don't know. But they're gonna get one. They might fuck around and beat FaZe one day somehow. I'm just saying. They'll get one. I think.
Listen, they're gonna get their one. It's gonna be against like a decent team, and then they're gonna be in a, they're gonna be in a.
Well, in the chat. They're not gonna be a Birmingham, so
They're
not gonna be at Birmingham. They're not gonna be at Birmingham. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, 100. I've just saw Falcons, Texas mates, and Heretics. Now let me tell you, that might be a horrendous run.
We'll see about that. Torch Gamer with the 50. Much appreciate always support on the content for a very long time now. Great content, guys. What are you hearing regarding the Bush or Tommy Zuma possibly getting a spot in the CDL and getting rid of Carolina and Cloud9? Something has to be done with these two orgs. It's not good for the league. Look, definitely agree about the latter. I don't know any more than Zuma saying on stream that he's been in conversations with certain investors. I know the Bush boys, they did their owners meeting today where it looks like the goal for the near term is like, okay, how do we maximize what we're currently doing in challenges before we start thinking about what it looks like for the league? Again, there are orgs out there with big money that would like to get those spots off Ravens and Cloud9. And there's probably some Saudi teams. Yeah. So, like, I don't know what the league thinks about that. If the league the league effectively has final say on these type of decisions. So, the league got to be a little careful, but also I think we will be able to get rid of Ravens. I mean, we thought it was going to happen last year. We thought they were getting to Space Station. Jack Etienne says he ain't selling. I ain't fucking leaving. But I think maybe his opinion on that might change.
I wouldn't either if I could put 4 players on 96,000 combined for the year and still make profit. I wouldn't either.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous thing about it. Why it's so frustrating is like there's just nothing we can do about it because
he's going to make profit.
He's not getting relegated, is he? Because there's no relegation. Yeah. So like he can just turn up, collect. Yeah, it's something the league has to say something about it because it's just not good for the franchise. Not like it's a franchise.
I'll touch on Torch's 50 with Bush and Tommy. Because someone asked me this question today in my stream. Pretty much, I just said, listen, it's going to be, in my opinion, easier for Bush to get a spot with the investors and Barstool and stuff like that. They've already, over there, they've already like solidified like what they got going on. Whereas Tommy's doing it for the love of the game, for out of his own pocket. It's two different things. But Tommy does have, I know Tommy's got great pool, great connections and all that type of stuff. And I wouldn't say he's that far behind Bush in terms of what he's done for challenges and people wanting to look at him being like, I would love him to be the forefront of a team. And, run a team like that. So I can definitely see both being in there. In terms of like size-wise, company-wise, Barstool are running Bush. So like that's why I say like, it's more likely Bush, but I know Tommy doesn't bullshit around and lie about this type of stuff. If next year, Zuma gets a team in the league and Bush gets a team in the league, fair fucking play. That would be a fucking huge milestone.
It still wouldn't change the map pool, but yeah.
It wouldn't change that. But you also, listen, you got to realize, no matter who you speak to, you are dealing with Saudi organizations that literally don't have the concept of money. So, and, COD, EWC, COD being kind of owned, what I'm saying? But, there's going to be a little bit of biasness in there. I did hear 3 Saudi orgs were trying to join this season. And they couldn't do it. So, yeah, it's, yeah.
My comment on it is, I mean, I love Ty. I love everything that he's done. Is if he's gonna get a lead team, I just hope it doesn't throw off what he's already doing. Because I feel like what he's already doing, sure, maybe it's not as cool as, oh, I own a fucking league team, but like, doesn't he basically, is he not a part of FaZe? Like,
Yeah,
the
that's the
Yeah,
issue. Like there would have to
he
be
did.
some sort of resolution there.
it's
He
like
did. He did speak about it yesterday on his watch party. That if it was between him owning his own team and leaving FaZe, like if he couldn't do both, he would leave FaZe. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
oh shit. Okay. Well,
I mean, they tried to
I don't
do
know
it.
what that would mean. What that would mean for the flank. What that would mean, because I just feel like
And the
he
flankers,
actually
yeah.
like he does so much pivotal, important stuff, and it's in areas where it's like these challengers people, like the stuff that he does for challengers, like these challengers guys, like especially the young kids and shit, like they need help. You know what I'm saying? And he's actually helping the fuck out of these kids, bro. Like like Swooty, for example. Not saying that he doesn't benefit at all from what he's doing, but it's like he's actually very beneficial and impactful and like a mentor to a lot of these kids. And I feel like that is very important. So it's just like I don't want to lose out on that aspect just for him to like own a team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, hopefully we
he
get
does a lot of
Stallions,
good shit.
New Jersey Stallions, and then we still get like the little
If
cards.
if he can do both,
Yeah.
then that's fantastic. It's just once you're like a owner of a team, you're kind of like an aura farmer at that point. Like Hex, he's just showing up with his fucking
Yeah.
shades, and he's just like, do this, do that, and he keeps it fucking pushing, and he's just, he's aura farming. You know what I'm saying? We don't want we don't want him to start coming like that. We want him to come. He's streaming 8 hours a day still. You know.
I mean, listen, I
Want the
will say,
content.
I will say this. I think Tommy. I think a lot of these kids wouldn't be anywhere where they would be without Tom.
100%.
Just not even in terms of like stature wise within the scene, not in terms of followers. I'm just talking about confidence and ability in themselves to be, function as a better human. I think Tommy does a lot. I think Tommy does a lot for the new kids that come around the scene, as he's been there before, because he was, when he first came into the scene, Don, a lot of people, called him a fucking, he was like a hyper kid, just talking shit to everyone. He was like, I think he sees a little bit of himself in Swooty in that instance.
Yeah.
I remember him coming through like that. I think it would be cool to see Tommy in that aspect as an owner. And I also could see the content that he could bring with being an owner. Stallions having a CDL spot, they would also have an academy team, and I could see a lot of content coming from that too. I just know what Don's saying. Like as an owner, it gets very, I'm assuming it's going to get very busy.
Might have to do some shit.
Yeah, it's gonna get busy, very hectic. Like he ain't
Yeah.
gonna sit there and get baked on the stream and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like he does now and have fun with you guys. But
Yeah.
like I say, I always think there is like another
step.
It'd be a new
Yeah,
challenge. huh?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like Tom's got so much left he wants to do within the scene that this is like another step that he wants to do. He's already a team owner in that aspect, but he's not a CDL team owner in that.
Yeah.
So like it's like another thing. So listen, hopefully everyone can get what they want. Bush being in the league, Tommy being in the league. And shout out Tommy. He doesn't get enough credit that he deserves, in my opinion. I truly believe that Tom has helped the scene more in the last 2 years than many other companies. Yeah, not even 2 years. Ever since he retired, he's helped out the scene in many ways that has been better than a lot of people, a lot of companies, a lot of organizations. And he's doing it just loving the game because he loves the scene. So shout out Tom on that one.
Yeah, and also like if it wasn't for that, I mean, I don't know what Bush's thought process was getting in, but if it wasn't for the Stallions to a certain extent, I don't know if challenges would have like less buzz, and I don't know, it's butterfly effect, that type of stuff. But yeah, gentlemen, we'll talk a little bit about the teams towards the top of the league. We had OpTic had a flawless start. I guess we'll talk about Thieves real quick because Neum comes in. They they run it up. They win their first couple of series against some nice teams. I don't know. Like they're gonna have some bigger challenges ahead. They started out okay. They play Toronto next and Boston next weekend. So I mean, it's looking pretty tasty. Then it's OpTic FaZe. They play Gentlemates last. So, you know, they've been warming up. They've got a nice little warm up here with Neum in the roster. Yeah. He played fine. I think the takeaway from the Surge series kind of felt like, feels a bit similar to what it was before. But if Neum can just be consistent, the team should be in a better spot. But yeah, at least Scrap and Hydra, they had it was kind of similar. Like they both had massive takeover moments. Hydra was shooting bodies against Exceed, is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, this team definitely has some new life to it. They look better, but I'm with you 100%. They ain't beat nobody. I mean, they played fucking Exceed. Exceed threw up the horse shit. They beat them on land. Once they beat them on land, I mean, the online boogeyman aura is just fucking gone.
Yeah.
And then they beat Surge, where Seattle Surge weren't even fucking hitting the hill. Vancouver Surge, weren't even hitting the fucking hard point. So yeah, 100%. They have not beat anybody at all, literally at all. So they would have won both of these series with Kenny. Neum was shaky off the rip. Second series, he played a lot better. But I think the main thing is just, I mean, it's unfortunate because, you know, they all say like good things about each other. Like, oh, I like teaming with Hydra. Hydra like teaming with Kenny. This team just seems much like it has brand new life. You know, that's the most important benefit of getting Neum. Not to say that Neum's good or Neum's bad or whatever. He brought new life to the team, and that's why the team is going to improve. And it sucks because it sucks that roster changes need to happen to bring new life into the team. But that's just how it works. It just works that way. He brought new life into the team. They look slightly like they just look like they're having fun. They want to be there, you know. They just look like they want to be there, and they want to complete this challenge. Maybe bringing a new player in that's kind of a fucking random to them, and fucking having success with him is a good challenge to have, or whatever the case might be. But they, you know what I'm saying? They just got new life.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I ain't got nothing to add on to that.
Yeah, fair play. We'll see how those guys get on next weekend. OpTic, they start off 2-0. It was an interesting weekend for them, to be honest. They had to reverse sweep G2 to get there, which was... I wouldn't say this was massively surprising. It's like they started scrimming again later than other teams. Yeah, they beat Boston the day before, but Boston also have a mental against OpTic. Like, ever since Cammy said last year that OpTic were literally the best team that he's ever played, bar none, and these guys are god, they can't be killed. Like... They just have a mental against OpTic. I don't know if they'll ever beat them ever again, to be honest. They get slammed. And then the challenge was against G2. Obviously, G2 looking pretty good. They go down 2-0. There were some questionable plays. I mean, the game 2, Shotzzy threw away his life a good couple of times. Then they turn it around. I mean, look, it's G2. It's gonna be a 5-mapper, so I'm not massively surprised. The raid was just ridiculous. So many wacky rounds. OpTic eventually make a 5-3 comeback and they win it. Yeah, obviously there were takeaways from this one. Had OpTic won or lost, it's not the end of the world. It's an online scrim as far as they're concerned. But I just think previous OpTic teams would never have won this type of series. Like,
oh hell no.
Pre-Merc,
hell no.
They're losing this in probably 3 or 4 every day of the week. But 100%. This like Mercury's team, they're actually gritty enough to bring these back, because I've seen so many OpTic series in like MW2, MW3, even like Cold War, where these type of series that you have online where you lose a surprising 2 maps to a team you think you should be beating, that have grinded hard, like they would just always lose these series.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know, they go 2-0 down to G2. I already know how the series is going. Let's be honest. We already know how it's going. It's G2. It's not
breaking.
Hey, it's G2. It's not. They go 2. I'm like, oh, yo, G2. Oh,
see you in half an hour, buddy.
Game 5 it is then. Yeah. Oh, OpTic won. Yeah. Cheers for wasting my hour and a half, boys.
That's what they do. This actually was
Didn't
worth
need
wasting
that.
time for, though, because it was like it was,
It was a good
ridiculous.
series. It was a really good series, but like you couldn't close it out map 3 when you could have. You couldn't close it out map 4 when you could have. Where's the ice? Where's the ice? And yo, listen, if I see Mamba last alive in another fucking S&D
Oh, he
round,
loves it, mate. He loves it.
I'm about to lose it, Don. I'm about to lose it.
He got that lucky ass clutch though, that one round.
Oh my god,
No,
that was
versus Merc.
ridiculous. Man.
No, he did. But
Yeah.
even the caster said it. He go,
He's the last alive every life.
Mamba last alive again. I remember this. It's like when I played with Wushkin. It was the same shit.
Yep.
It was the same shit.
Yep.
It was always last alive. And I don't know whether that's play style. I don't know whether they've got to change some strats up in S&D. But if I see Mamba last alive in an S&D round again, I might lose it.
He's actually always last alive. He actually is.
I might lose it.
He actually is always last alive. Holy fuck! That I think about
I don't know what strats they've got going on. I don't know if Mamba's like, yo, listen, I'm the island player. Don't worry about it. I got it. But I can't do this no more. It can't happen. You know, we got to stop this.
Yeah.
It's blasphemy.
On the OpTic end of things, Ant was just running the whole series. Like I legit watch party this series. Like I was saying it the whole series. This guy legit just flying at them, like the whole time. Brandon, I mean, I swear he had damage. I swear I just didn't notice him this series. This series for me was legit Kyler's best series probably all year. I mean,
that overload was fucking unreal.
The overload was insane. The stream dropped. And I'm like, what the fuck, CDL? Hello? Why can't we watch the fucking game? I'm here today. I'm fully locked. What's going on? I'm just looking at Hook's fucking glasses. I knew he was getting killed. the reflection of his screen, he was just fucking ripping. The shit comes back. He's the only one positive on the team. I'm like, yeah. Hook is so loud. I just feel like he was yelling. He was just fully activated to like win the series. Where I feel like to your point, Rab, like I feel like Merc's clutch factor and like Kyler's passion just enables Ant and Brett like to not even like try. Like, bro, the shit Ant was doing, Ant, like before I say this and all his, Steph Curry, top 5 player in the league. I love Shotzzy. I love watching him, bro. Like he was scamming, bro. Like he was pure scamming. Like I don't know what the fuck he was doing this series. Like he was actually tweaking. Like,
I will say though, I feel like Shotzzy is like a very big trial and error player. That when it comes down to like later on in the year, he's done all these plays.
He's made all the mistakes.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I get it.
And listen.
Get it.
Yeah, they're gonna lose some games because of it. And I'm not saying that's what he's doing. Maybe he's just fucking running. But
no, I agree with the trial.
I like that logic. I think there's some truth to that.
I think by the end of the year, when it comes champs time, that's why he's so fucking good, because people like Don will watch him and be like, "Yo, this guy is fucking moronic. What was that play?
Yeah.
What? Why have you done that?" But he knows that he's made that play 6 months ago, and it's the worst play he's ever done in his life, and he won't make it at champs. I feel like that's why we see
100%.
a different Shotzzy at champs. Now, sometimes people are gonna say like, "Oh, that's a good excuse," blah 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 blah. But genuinely, I think Ant is that fucking good, and he knows his team are that fucking good that he can do this. And then by the end of the year, maybe he's not. Maybe he doesn't even tell his team that. Maybe that's not even his strat. Maybe that's just like how good he is as a player. That like it's just ingrained into him that like, shit, I made that play 6 months ago. I can't make that play again. Maybe that's why it is. I just think by the end of the year, Ant is always 99. He's fine.
I agree. I was just going off of like, for one, just to Raz's point, when you didn't have Mercules, you would have, if you just scamming the whole series, you would have lost. This is what I'm saying is that ability for him to do that, sure. Oh yeah, but he can do 100,000 plays, and since he's done all these plays, he's gonna never fuck up. It makes perfect sense. I get it. But at the end of the day, I'm still critiquing it because that is a luxury. If someone else was just he's just trying shit, you're getting tried to fuck off my fucking team. Like that was what people used to say a lot. I team with Kyler, I team with Zoom. I was just trying some shit. But you better try your ass into the motherfucking hard point. especially if we're losing. Luckily, bro, Mercury's popped a 5-piece on rotation.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He popped a 5-piece on rotation. If he doesn't get a 5-piece on road, a Rocker probably win the map.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
if
Yeah,
Hook
100%.
doesn't literally go 9, all I'm saying is like they 100% would have lost this series without. That's why I was just gassing Hook and Merc, because I was just saying these guys enabled them to do some bullshit. Like, bro, they enable Ant to do some bullshit and get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
And
That's all I'm saying.
I will say consistently not gonna work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Consistently,
which I know he'll
not
play
gonna
better.
work.
He played
Yeah.
great at the LAN. He played, bro. Ant played fantastic at the LAN.
I also think online COD plays a big factor into Ant's plays too. I think
Yeah.
he hates online. and he's
Yeah, we're
just
loaded
running
in for
around.
scrims. Like, I think that is
Yeah.
part of it.
I
Yeah.
did, like Don, you know how it is. Like, obviously, like it's a terrible mindset to have, but like Ant's been playing for so long, like he's just spawning on online.
We got 11
Like-
matches. I just got to get top 6 out of 12 teams.
Like,
okay.
Ant's, yeah, he sat there going, "Yo, I've got 11 matches. I need to run around, guys.
Yeah.
I can't do this no more. I can't do it." And you know, that's why I think when we see Ant play at LAN, like he actually is like a generational player. Because like I think a lot of players get more nervous on LAN, whereas Ant gets more confident, and that's where his play style comes about a lot more, where he can start flying around and stuff. I think online people play more scared, and you know, iron up a little bit more, and then on LAN they just crumble. Like they just iron up into a place where Ant can just run riot on them, which obviously speaks for his accolades too. Like, you know, back-to-back world champ, just got second, even when his own like people in his org like Scump and Zinni, you know, put them at like 8th before the event, and they just come out and look flawless.
They wanted the juju. I've seen that move before.
Yeah, you cheesy ass motherfuckers.
Hey, they fucking
It's a
cheesing,
classic,
bro.
man.
Yeah. Won't catch me. Hey, you won't catch me doing that. Assholes. Yo, we're putting Gentlemates at 8th next time. Just for the crack.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, there we have it. I mean, those are what the top teams look like as it stands. We've got, obviously, Gentlemates also got their win as well, but we'll see how OpTic get on next weekend. FaZe, we've obviously got to talk a little bit before. There's a couple of extra things I want to talk about, but definitely we've got to touch on that FaZe Heretics series, because it was definitely one of the most surprising ones of the weekend, where Heretics has come out and they 3-0 slam them. Like, it's online, it happens on occasion, but it's pretty rare to see Simp, Draz, and O4 all have a 0.7. Super might just have their number, I don't know, like there was a bit of it last year as well. Rencor continues to just, almost every single series he plays is pretty godlike. He's still got the highest KD of anyone in the league so far this year. So maybe Heretics have a similar arc to last year, where they start the year kind of shaky, then they make some improvements. I mean, again, it's like, we did talk about this on Saturday, Trace. We don't have to go into great detail here, but Metals is just kind of consistently, even obviously they won this series. I'm not going to criticize Metals heavily, but it's just that one role where if he was just a bit pack-a-punched and Trakes keeps improving, then Heretics could probably still be a serious force like they were last year.
I mean, listen, you know, I did feel bad talking about it because they did just 3-0 a very good FaZe team. And I was talking about like a roster change or something like that. But I'm strictly talking about like they are a good team. They're getting better. But I feel like a lot of the time the common denominator in when they win or lose is in Metals. You know, lowest damage. You know, respectfully, like just not a great series. But whatever he did helped them win. But how consistent is that going to be? If these two teams played 10 times, how many times are they going to win whilst that's happening? You know what I'm saying? And you know, I've had my beef with the Spanish players and the Spanish coaches or whatever like that. But end of the day, it's all like respect about the game. It's all love, you know. It's all respect about the game. You know, I've been right, they've been right, and at the end of the day, they've done nothing but show me love the same way I'll show them love.
Mm-hmm.
I just think either Metals needs to just, you know, play a little bit better and just, you know, focus on a little bit more kills, because I feel like he's clearly not a bad player.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's the common denominator whether they win or lose a series. But they 3-0 FaZe. I'm not going to talk about it in this instance, but like, you know, I feel like we'll see how these 11 games go, and I'll give a like more like glorified response in terms of if I feel like they should make a change.
You talking about FaZe making a change or Miami?
Heretics.
Okay.
Like, because they did just 3-0 them, but I'm talking about like consistency wise. Like, if they
Being
had
consistent,
Real instead of Metals, that's what I was talking
yeah.
about at the time. But whatever they got going on right now, they're getting better. Super and Rencor are getting better. Trakes, great series from him. A little bit more consistency from him, which is, you know, it's his first time in the league, but you know they're showing out, which is cool.
Yeah. Trakes have been getting better, man. I like Trakes. I'm a fan of Trakes. I like this team. I think they can get better without making a change. I do agree Metals has always been like kind of not the weak link to say, but I mean, he's just kind of whatever, you know? And I don't know what he does for the team because I can't fucking understand these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I do think Metals is a solid player, and I do think they can make like a grand finals run with this team. And the only reason why is because like I do question like it being consistent. But like, I just feel like Super and Rencor are like their ARs have the green light, in my opinion. Like, not to take anything away from them, but like it's gonna be easy for Super to camp the whole series. It's gonna be easy for Rencor to kill horde the whole series. Not saying that he's a kill horde, he's not playing for the win, but Rencor is playing to drop 40, which is great because he's dropping fucking 40 bombs all the fucking time. Rencor is incredible. I feel like those two have the team set up around them, which the problem with it is that just maximizing an AR dominant team because, I mean, Trey, I mean, we could look back to COD history. I mean, I'm pretty sure most 9 times out of 10, you're going to take a dominant sub duo or at least one dominant sub player over having the best AR in the game. You know what I'm saying? Most of the best ARs in COD history, they at least had some sort of, you know, decent sub play to top tier sub play on their team. And obviously that's just the weakness of this team is the sub play, but I do think they could get a little bit more out of it if I feel like they play like everything they do like is very calculated, and I feel like they play for info very hard. Sometimes, especially in the CODs that are kind of brain dead and dog shit, sometimes you just gotta fucking hit some shit. Like sometimes you gotta make it. And I know I just was roasting Ant for fucking scamming. Yes, you are gonna look brain dead sometimes. But sometimes you just gotta. I feel like Miami, they can get so much more rogue and loose on the map and take advantage of situations instead of just like trying to take the guaranteed play every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the best team in the game.
You just got to listen to your heritage.
Yeah. Look at
fucking Storm,
like the genomates, right? Like, bro, there's gonna be moments on the map where Dante is just running up mid map with a sniper. There's gonna be moments on the map where Neptune is just flying at the other team, popping a 10-piece. Like, you have to force plays sometimes. Like, you have to like force more plays. And I want to see their subs like get better at like taking over explosive plays. I want to see their subs get better at like explosive plays, taking over the game, even if their ARs are killhorn. I feel like if they can do that, just get slightly better, they can make like a grand final. They might not win. I'm not gonna pick these guys to win an event this year. I'm just not. But they can get top 3. They can get a grand finals run possibly.
Yeah, well, there we have it. That's rundown on most of the teams. Little segment. I've got one final thing I want to close out the show with, but this next little segment, because I want to recap Don's very fun, enjoyable weekends watching the matches, brought to you by Prizepicks. If you guys want to get involved in all the action with sports, esports, Winter Olympics on the way, and all that type of stuff, use code Breaking Point. And well, link in the description box below. Get your $50 lineup on your first $5 picks. Now, what I'm bringing this back to here is because on the Saturday show, we saw some of the lines at the time. And I just want to have a quick look back to see who got shit on and who didn't. So
okay,
these were the numbers for the Toronto versus FaZe series. Real was, because I think we talked about this, Trey. We looked at this because Real was at a 0.93, and I was like, that's too high. So, so let's actually see. Let's see what he dropped here. Actually, so 0.93, Toronto versus FaZe. Real ended up with a 0.84. So, yeah, that's a big one in the books.
Hey, Real might be a guaranteed under right that these days.
He's gone.
Currently his shit hidden for sure.
For sure. So Skies had a 0.85, which felt a bit low to us, didn't it, Trey, at the time?
Yeah. I said we'll whack him up a little bit. I said we'll give him the over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look.
And I feel like we've done it right.
Yeah. Oh, drum roll, please. Skies with 0.92. There it is.
So he went over.
Yeah, he went over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, no. See, listen, Don. There were some horrendous lines.
There was another one.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
this is the
It was
final one I
Abe.
was going to mention. Was
It was
Abe.
Abe 0.82.
Yeah, Abe was at a 0.82, which I thought was like borderline disrespectful.
He hit it. He hit it. Then. Get the over.
Yeah. Well, I said if he doesn't hit the over, he's got to get dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said about Purge. Purge was a 0.8.
Yeah.
Purge
bad.
was a solid 0.8 versus Falcons. And it's like, bro, if you don't get this 0.82, I'm finna rage.
Now listen, you know, I said it's a win-win, you know. You either make your money or he goes. So you
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
So someone else can take the throne, and then you might be able to whack a couple more unders or overs on. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I thought it was disrespectful putting Abe at a 0.82. That was a guaranteed over for me. Now, to get a 0.82, you have to get fucking mollywopped. Like, you have to get violated by a no-end degree. Now, do I think they're ever going to win that series? No. But do I think Abe's better than a 0.82? Fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, Shotzzy under might be free, actually. He was a 1.04 in that series. Online.
I mean, listen as well. Listen. That's why you should sign up the Prizepicks using our code so you can put on these unders and overs because there's some low unders and low overs right now.
I mean, when you see a 0.82, it's like, sure.
Oh, when I see a 0.82, $100 on the over, and then if not, I hit the burner account and say you just fucking costed me my money.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that'll be done next week.
Good old KD. Yeah, Don's
I'm not gonna be on the burner. I'm finna be right on the show.
Okay, there you go.
I'm finna be on the show. Y'all costing me. What the fuck?
All right, I respect that. Link down below. The final thing, I saw this tweet the other day, and so Formal got asked the Mount Rushmore of COD iron sights, and I want to know chat's opinion and your guys' take on best ever iron sight guns of all time. They can be, obviously most of them will probably be some of the better guns that we actually used. Oh. But yeah, I mean, like he's saying Mount Rushmore, so I guess it's like 4. I don't know if we can try and come up with 4 together or if we choose our own ones.
Guarantee.
Bow number 1 guarantee.
I'm pretty sure that's probably what Formal said as well. Yeah, subs count for sure. Subs count for sure.
Ah, what the fuck?
I think. Oh, I mean, like you just trying to do.
You could just put the whole list subs though.
Nah, but the bow is first though.
The bow is so tipped because it's an AR, and it's an iron sight AR. And as AR players, you hate an iron sight AR, but that one was like so tippable. Like,
listen, I really enjoyed the PPSH iron sights.
So clean, man. Yeah,
that's a good one.
I like that. I like that.
That's a good one. I just feel like bringing subs into the mix is just like.
But we didn't really.
I guess it's too many subs.
We didn't really use iron sight ARs though.
What are the other iron sight ARs?
M4 from 2019. That's it.
Okay, yeah. No, we're not tipping that.
I guess technically the K bar wasn't the iron sight built in. Like the little sight was.
Well, it had a built-in elo.
That's not really fair, but like, yeah.
Nah, yeah, you're right. We gotta count subs.
See, I want to bring back some of the old ones though.
Okay, like, I got a shout. Like I know I mentioned this gun before.
MSMC by far.
Yeah, MSMC was so good. People talk about the Maverick from Ghost. That was actually a good shout. That gun was it was never used.
I can't even remember that one.
I think someone replied with it.
I just saw the two underrated ARs.
The MTAR was fire too.
Yeah, the MTAR Modern Warfare 2
was fire.
The MTAR Modern Warfare 2. or even the Ghost one. 100%.
I
Ghost
actually
one.
like the
Ghost one.
Ghost one as well. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
It
the
was
Ghost
kind of
MTAR Ironsight
destructive, but
was
it was
tip.
nice. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about the okay, I know the game was ass, but just thinking about the Scar, just because I'm trying to think of ARs. The MW2 Scar, because that's like the MW2,
Yeah.
like that's from like the OG
Yeah, the
2009.
TAC. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
solid iron sight.
No, I
ACR from
like
MW
those
AR.
ones.
ACR from MW3.
Oh, the honey badger. Yeah, the
Iron
ACR's
sight's not that bad.
ACR's a good
The
shout.
MP set, the MP7, the PP, the
Oh, the
PP19 from
MP7,
M.
But to
from
go back to
MW3.
ARs, right? Like I would say the Commando from Black Ops 1. I love
Yeah.
Oh, that was a
running
good
that
one.
shit.
That was
Yeah.
a good iron sight. That was a
Yeah.
good
That
iron
was
sight.
good. Even the Galil on that game.
Listen, the ACR from MW2, best iron sight AR in my opinion, though.
Yeah.
You weren't using a red dot?
Nah, I was using a silencer. Go.
Oh.
Ah, we're in pubs. I was in GBs.
Yeah.
I had that
Nah, I just-
motherfucker red dot on.
I ain't start my GB roam until MW3, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, people saying the FAMAS. Yeah, I love the Galil iron sights. The Galil silencer from Black Ops 1.
Hey,
Fire.
Don.
Whoa,
OG COD 4 MP5.
had a red dot on, bro.
Red
Yo,
dot
red
on
dot.
that? No way.
On the MP5 and COD 4?
But the
Yeah, I know
AK-74
people did
the
use it. It
AK-74U
was common.
The
Yeah.
AK-74U was fire too.
Yeah. It was
Bro,
common
everyone
to
ran
use the
red dot on
yeah.
COD
No,
4.
Yeah, but I was running pub silencer, bro. I
Yeah,
wasn't
nah,
doing
y'all were
no
in the
GD.
pub. Y'all were
Yeah.
tweaking in pubs, bro. I was, yeah.
AN94. I did that with a little red
9-year-old Trey
things
was
either
dropping
side.
100 bombs on Bog Dom, bro. He didn't know what a GD was.
I also love the CUDA iron sights in Black Ops 3.
Ooh,
The Kuda is a good one. That is a good one.
AN94 from Black Ops 2 too. That was a fun iron sight.
Yeah, that was definitely
Oh,
up there.
wait.
I like the
MW2
M27 in that
UMP might
game
be
as
the
well.
most dope, like most satisfying. Like,
Oh,
like that
yeah.
shit,
With
bro.
the strafe?
MW2, MW2 UMP, mind you, we were on I was on a box TV. Like I was trying to even see the person I'm shooting at, and now I'm
Yeah, the
ripping
tiny
them
little-
cross map with a
yeah.
circle, bro. That's
Yeah.
a max dope.
Yeah.
That's max dope Call of Duty right there.
I like the
Trying to
HVK as
think.
well from Black Ops 3. I used to run that without a red dot
You didn't have
sometimes.
an elo on the H. Why are we not
Nah,
using
I
sight?
sometimes because I could have it on the
Yo, Don, I had an elo and go. I don't
On
know
the
what Rab's
HVK?
smoking.
Nah, I
What
used
the
to run
fuck?
it
We
with
don't
the
got an
I used to run it with the elo sometimes.
Yeah,
I used to
what
run
you-
red dot anyway. I never liked the elo.
Yo, Rab
I
was
was
smoking
a red dot
Rab
man
was
as
smoking
well.
the hoo-ha back then, I guess.
No, I did. To be fair, I did use it with a red dot when I was playing serious, but like the iron sights were actually nice. It's just it was so cheap to put a red dot on. But in Black Ops 2, because the primary gunfire also considered the sights, then it made more sense to run irons if you could.
Yeah.
In that game. Oh, people are going to say the MP40 World at War's good shout. It's probably Aches' answer, to be honest.
Nah, you tripping.
I actually think though the ASM1
ASM1 is sick.
fire iron sights, actually sensational iron sights.
Bro, I'm trying to think of like a fucking old school one that's fire, bro.
But if we just give it to like a title, I feel like AW in the original MW2, they take the cake.
Probably
But the original
yeah.
MW2 got the UMP, the TAR, the TAC,
Yo.
the fucking.
I'm gonna throw an
everything.
old school one out there though. The World at War Thompson.
Oh, that was
Oh,
good. That's like the ASM kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Same
like,
shit kind of.
no, bro. Something about just running around with 20 bullets just because you haven't unlocked the drum mag yet was just fire. A little fucking shitty little silencer on it. Me playing PUBG. I was vibing, bro. Let me call my dogs in.
Yeah, I do remember the Maverick catching from Ghost. This was nice.
PP90
never
Iron Sight
used.
was dog meat. That gun was fun to use though.
Bro, this Maverick, nah, that's a terrible iron sight.
Yeah, it's kind of iconic. I do remember it, but I
Looks
wouldn't,
like something from the
I
fucking
wouldn't
Predator.
say it's up there.
It's like an alien gun. That's terrible. Yo, listen, listen, I don't care about any of the current, like the future guns. Give me the old iron sights, bro. I don't care about no Grau iron sights. I don't care about none of
Graw
that.
is a good one though for Warzone. That shit was tip.
It is, but like, is it beating the nostalgia?
It don't hit the
part?
same. Nah, it's not
Yeah.
hitting the nostalgia. It's nah.
BO6 Jackal, I saw in one of those comments. Get that guy banned and on a list. He needs gone.
Oh, Ballista. Interesting show. Oh yeah. This gun was actually fun. Like this AK-12 from Advanced Warfare, the way this thing sounded, it's like thing had no recoil. It was only a pub's gun though, so it doesn't really count.
Oh, I remember that gun.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, AK-12.
Yeah, it was.
Someone said game was ass, but tack iron sights. I'm about to
Yeah,
start.
I said the same shit. Yep, the game is ass, but the tack iron sight is good.
Mm-hmm.
Batman couldn't get me to say that.
Joel says NV4. I can't even remember the NV4 iron sights because I'd never run it without.
Bro, I feel like we can't count a gun that we're supposed to use a red dot on. Like,
yeah.
we're supposed to use the red dot.
Yo, brother, listen. I used the NV4 for a whole year. I don't think I ever looked at the iron sight.
Yeah, I don't even know what the iron sight NV4 looks like.
Yeah, I have no clue.
He's saying that, and he has no idea what it looks like himself, bro.
Oh yeah, good shout. I forgot about that, Dean. That the rigger, like, because I actually had that one. I never got the speakeasy, but I got the striker, and I had the rigger. I think as well. It was like the ASM1 variant. It had different irons. Like it was slightly more boxy or something. I'm trying to remember exactly, but yeah, man, what a time.
Hey, that's a good question though. Whoever asked that question, can you ask more questions like that? Because I'm sick of this like bullshit. That's a good question. Whoever's come up with that's a smart. He's definitely got a PhD.
Yeah, damn right. We need more of those.
Yeah, we do.
All right, gentlemen, good little segment. Absolute pleasure. Thanks for joining us all. Long show today. Good 2.5 hours. Hope you all enjoyed that one. We'll be back this weekend. More matches for the next 5 weekends of Call of Duty, baby, before we go to Birmingham for the big one in the UK. Hopefully by then, Don's got a bit of budget from the I don't know what bag they're gonna sign, but we'll see if we can put anything together. But yeah, Don, absolute pleasure. Good show.
W show. I had a lot of fun today. I feel like today was like I don't know. It wasn't nothing crazy we talked about. I just feel like it was good. I don't know. I don't really got too much to add on to that, but yeah, it was a W show. We got matches this weekend. Shout out to Trey for the shout out earlier. I'm gonna do another watch party this weekend with Kenny, so that should be fun. And then yeah, y'all got the pre-shows. And yeah, we just keep on going. Hopefully we see some new rosters, see some Kips, and maybe even Surge blow it the fuck up. Let's see.
Damn right.
Something. W.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm rounding it off as always. I've been given the torch. It's feeling good over here. I get to
shout out Torch Gaming.
It's shout out Torch, man. Listen, shout out to everyone that's dropped some donos. You guys have been going crazy over the last few days, the last few weeks, and stuff like that. You guys have been, filling our pockets with money like no other, and we couldn't be more thankful. We couldn't thank you enough. Listen, it's an absolute goddamn pleasure. More matches this weekend. Pre-show whenever Rab's not busy. He's the boss over here. He tells me Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Usually it's whenever OpTic play.
It is usually when OpTic play.
Yeah. So whenever OpTic plays, you can assume the pre-show is then. So we're running up numbers. It's an absolute goddamn pleasure. It's an absolute goddamn pleasure. Listen, I'm gonna go shower because I got hot water now.
Let's go.
W.
You guys have a great night. From myself, Donnie Temp, Tactical Rab, it's a goddamn pleasure. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
See you on the next one. Take care, guys.
Later.